Good morning, Sandra.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Great. Excellent. What's up? What's happening? Somebody sent some ugly flowers. I hope those aren't for Howard.
Right this way, Sam. Sorry.
I'm just following around.
I know.
Like I always do.
I'm just glad when I don't walk into the wall.
Well, that's
always a good morning.
Always a good day, right?
So, absolutely. So, you've got a new show on Logo.
Fabulous, called DTLA, Downtown LA.
All right.
It's a very groovy show about groovy people in LA. Live downtown.
Howard's a groovy person.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Possibly the grooviest.
But he is not an groovy LA person. He's a groovy New York person.
True.
I can never see Howard living in LA.
No, absolutely not.
That's not even in the realm of possibility. I don't even know if Howard ever goes to LA. I've never known him to go to LA.
I think only with America's Got Talent when he had to go to
when he had to go, when he was forced.
Yeah, but he doesn't like traveling or anything.
No, I know he doesn't. He likes getting in his car, staying in the New York environs, as it were.
Yes.
Right?
You know him very well.
I do know. I've known Howard for a long time, since the 80s.
I watch people come through these doors and they're shaking with trepidation.
Well, also they don't get the humanity of Howard.
Exactly.
The
and
depth.
You do. You look into those blue eyes.
Yeah. When he lets me in.
Right.
You know, you have to kind of work your way in slowly.
Do you think you can get in there today?
I think the question is, will he get into me today?
Ooh,
that's
I
more
like
important.
That. See?
I've gotten into Howard. Now it's time for Howard to get into me.
Spoken like a Stern Show veteran.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. He has to do the work to get into me. I'm always there. I'm always an open book. Giving. And now it's time to take.
The ball's in his court.
That's right.
He's gonna have to.
That's right. You know it.
I like your style, Sandra.
It's the way it is. It's the reality of our very, tough times that we're living in.
True.
It's, economic downturn, emotional downturn. So we like to fill it back up.
Okay.
All of my resources.
Well, best of luck today.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Oh, Sandra Bernhard is here. You know, she's an amazing woman, this Sandra Bernhard, because everything... She's so connected to show business.
She lives and breathes it.
She lives and breathes show business. And, I think about all the stories I know about you.
Thank you, Gary.
All the stories you've told me about in your life.
Yes, baby.
And, everything comes back to you in a weird way. I'm even thinking about, the big scandal this year was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And you were the woman he originally hit on. On
the beach.
Yeah.
In Venice.
Sandra Bernhard was walking down the street in Venice on the beach.
I was laying on the beach in Venice.
Right.
And Arnold came over and he leaned down on one knee, very chivalrous. I don't know.
Chivalrous.
Shovel.
Yeah.
A shovel.
It
was a shovel ceremony.
Chivalrous. You look good.
Thank you, sweet. I miss you.
I miss you too. I haven't seen you.
Well, I guess you got so busy.
Yeah. Well, I'm a judge.
Yeah, you're a judge.
Yeah.
Here come the judge.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, darling.
Hey, baby.
So,
Yeah, I was thinking about... Oh, yeah, go ahead. You were saying...
Well, you're always saying you want to see me back in my acting mode.
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I'm on this fabulous new show that's on Logo called DTLA.
Logo
Downtown LA.
Logo is the gay network.
It's the gay network, but they're kind of trying to reach out across the board now because
be a little more
gay
inclusive.
Is the new black,
right? It is, yeah.
And everybody's gay, and everybody wants to be part of it.
What is the show? Tell me what you're up to.
I play the lead character's mother, and the lead character, his life is falling apart.
He's a gay fellow.
He's a gay fellow, very cute, sexy
and you're the mom.
guy. And I'm his mom, and he comes to see me, and he falls apart, and I said, listen, you're a mess, and fucking pull your shit together. You little fagula.
Are you understanding of him being gay?
Well, yeah, because Melanie Griffith plays my ex on the show.
Oh, you're gay too?
We've raised, discreetly.
Oh, you're gay and your son is gay?
Yeah.
And you're gay with Melanie Griffith?
Yeah.
How's she looking?
She looks great.
I almost did a movie with her.
You did?
Yeah.
How much did you love Melanie? Isn't she
I don't know her that well. She came into town and had a meeting with me about this movie. Yeah.
Recently?
No, 100 years ago.
Oh, okay. Well, Melanie is Hollywood royalty.
Is she?
Well,
you're right. Tippi Hedren.
Tippi Hedren.
Who was in Hitchcock the Bird.
Yeah. And now they've done that HBO special.
I think she's hot.
I've always had. Well, first was I adore her as a person, but I've always thought she was the sexiest person in the world.
When you are gay with Melanie Griffith, I mean, the role is that you're lovers.
Well, we're ex-lovers.
Oh, you're ex-lovers. So
yeah.
You
See,
don't
we've raised our son together. We were like on the cutting edge of having a child before anybody
else. So there's nothing
else.
sexual between you and Melanie.
We meet up to discuss our son, and we sort of there's a moment of rekindling the emotions, so that when
kissing.
It gets. No, there's no kissing, but next season.
Titties.
Next season.
Titties. Come on, give me something here.
We're in a store. We're in her store.
No titty in the store?
Not titties.
Oh, Christ.
Titties. City titty. Big
I'd love
city
to see
titty.
you guys topless, and you don't care about being topless. It would be great, you and Melanie Griffith.
We got to work toward it in next season.
Will you have love scenes?
I think we'll get to it.
You know, I always said this to you.
Yes,
I think
baby.
you're a fabulous actress when you were on Roseanne, and especially when you were in King of Comedy.
Well,
and
I think you're going to see that again on this show.
Because I think Hollywood turned its back on you.
They did. They shit all over me.
Do people know that Sandra Bernhard was offered the role in Sex and the City of Amanda?
I did not know that.
Yeah, and she turned it down. Is that a brilliant move?
Not Amanda, Miranda.
Miranda.
Yeah, actually, it was Amanda. It was.
Yeah, she was Amanda. They wrote her out.
But they wrote that part off.
They didn't like her. No, but you were offered the part of Miranda.
Right.
And you turned it down.
Well, I turned it down because there wasn't enough money, and who knew the show was going to be a big hit?
When you would seriously, be honest, when you sit home and watch that show, would you like pull the fucking hair out of your head? No?
I don't really see myself in that role. I think, and I'm not trying to be magnanimous or like self-deprecating.
It was something you don't think you could have done well.
I think that that Cynthia Nixon was really right for the role.
Okay, yes, but you could have been
I would have
right
done
too.
something different.
You would have been a fun, sassy friend
that's true. It's true.
I think you're putting yourself down here.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, I think you.
But I think there's something else that's better suited for me.
Have you turned down other things I don't know about that you should have taken?
No.
No, that was the big one.
No, that was the big one.
That was a big
Everybody
paycheck.
in Hollywood has. It wasn't a big paycheck until the end.
Right.
That's the whole
true.
point.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say what they were offering $7,500 a week.
Someone told me you were worth, how much were they offering?
$500 a week.
Right. In other words, HBO gets away with
And
cheap.
I'd already done Roseanne and was making quite a bit more than that.
What can you make a week on Roseanne on a sitcom?
Compared to network.
Yeah,
Exactly.
but HBO got away for years.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
they still do.
And by the way, I know when you're sitting at home, you hear $7,500 a week. You go, fuck, I'll take that. But this girl's making money doing clubs and doing television. She brings her price down like that. Then all of a sudden
that was part of the problem. I consulted with my representation. I was like $7,500 a week. And it wasn't like anybody was like, nobody knew about Sex and the City. This was not like something that was like out of the gate. It took a year for that show to get its legs, but they were still not making. I think that for 2 years people were making $7,500.
So your management said, "Hey, listen, you're doing much better on Roseanne.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean? So, of course, in retrospect,
Someone told me you were worth $8 million.
that's the word out on the street.
Yeah,
Howard.
is that true? $8 million?
A little more.
Because you kind of walk around like you're poor or something. You try to.
I mean, you got to, so that people keep paying you.
Right.
What business? Excuse me, Howard. What are you worth?
No, but I'm just saying.
$1 billion. Are you going to lower your price just because?
No, I'm just trying to figure out what you're worth.
Who cares what's in the bank?
Right.
Bring it in
you're
home in the bank.
You're trying to make a living out there.
I'm trying to make more than a living.
So they come to you, this network logo.
The show was done guerrilla style first.
Don't you? When I hear
shot
guerrilla, I hear cheap.
Yeah.
Right.
But, now you got no choice.
Is this a real acting role? I mean, do you get to do like what you did in Kings of Comedy?
Yeah, well, I mean, you're never going to do that again.
Were you nominated for that? No.
I was no, not for an Oscar, but I was given the National Society of Film Critics Best Supporting Actress, which is usually the precursor to getting nominated.
And then you didn't get nominated.
Back in those days, though, it was 83. The machinery wasn't in place.
What does that mean?
The publicity. Now every young actress, you walk into it.
I can't imagine you didn't get nominated.
I know,
for that. And maybe you're right. Nowadays they would have been all over that.
Now.
Yeah,
I would have been all over it because I would have been a much savvier person. I was like an artist. What did I know?
Why the hell didn't you get offered more movie roles after that?
What
happened?
Because I did, and a lot of the movie roles were like I was shooting this film called Beer.
Yeah,
and it was a piece of dreck.
Right.
You know what I mean? The movie roles were not up to the
And
to the
sometimes you got to
standards.
just take a movie role and hope for the best. You're not in control.
That movie was never even released. So there you go. I mean,
A lot of
these are
goddamn problems.
yeah. Look
I'm
at
telling
me.
you. Careers
The road is not straight.
the road
No,
is not
Robin,
straight
the
at
road
all.
is not straight, honey.
And how
As
is
you
the gay
know.
network doing? The Logo Network. I mean, are they making any money? Are they making any inroads? What? I don't hear a thing about.
Well, you know,
them.
they had RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well, there you go.
That
I mean,
kind
no
of
one-
put the.
That was their signature show.
Do they have any shows?
There, I stand on my word. Like I said, they got nothing. No.
Yeah, who's doing worse, the Oprah Network or the Logo Network?
Oh, I think
Oprah.
Logo's done okay.
Has
you
it?
know?
Do they
Yeah.
have a show that's broken through into the conscious? Do they have their Snooki of?
The RuPaul's a huge
The
show.
Oh,
RuPaul
you're
Drag
not
Race is a
kidding.
big deal.
RuPaul Drag
People
Race is a big deal?
love- Oh my God!
What is it, like the American Idol of drag?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
a
should
cute
watch
show.
that. I would
You'd
watch
like it.
I do like those guys. I've hung out with some drag queens.
Listen, I put drag queens on the map back in the late '80s, honey.
You were always a big supporter.
Always. I knew, and I had like my finger on the pulse, and
You do.
and I continue to do.
I saw your old buddy Madonna's in town.
Oh, she's
Doing a
back.
big-
That's right. She's coming. She's coming back through. That poor girl. She's been on the road now. I think it's 6 months, and then
Why? Why
I don't
is she
know
doing
why.
it?
I
What's
don't know.
the drive
She's
there?
running from herself.
Is that it?
I think so.
I sometimes wonder, like, why is she working so hard? I mean, what is she trying to prove? That she still can keep up with the young kids?
I think it's a combo platter.
Yeah.
But
And then all the controversy, putting up, Nazi symbols and.
well,
you know,
my
God
favorite
knows
my
what.
favorite thing was that she showed her ass from Malala. Malala was that wonderful little 14-year-old girl from
Oh yeah.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Who was shot on a bus.
Because
she's a feminist. She's
right,
like
she
she's
stood up for
fighting.
She said,
women's
"I want an education,
I said,
and everybody
you know,
else should get one too."
Like the kid hasn't been through enough. Now she has to see Madonna's ass.
veiny ass.
That's a real tribute,
Yeah.
to a 14-year-old. Malala, I
don't
love
miss-
you so much. I'm going to show you my ass.
You don't miss that friendship with that great attitude of hers that she puts together the dots that says, "Hey, I'm going to show my ass for Malala." It's crazy.
I saw her at Yom Kippur. We had a little.
Oh, is that
catch up.
right?
Yeah.
Well, how did that go?
At
The Kabbalah Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But I
mean,
thought you
go
go to a
back-
different. I thought you go to a different
I
temple.
do most of the time. Although I'm tired of the whole fucking thing. You
What,
know what I
You're
temple?
getting rid of religion. You're throwing it out.
Well, because religion is the cause of 90% of the problems in the world. I mean, not spirituality, but when
No.
religion comes in, and of course, they were all like, they're all freaked out because Obama's
Something-
not pro-Israeli enough, because he wants Israel to settle and get. Let's make this happen. Let's move forward. Finally,
Trying to find a solution. you're
yeah,
saying.
let's be a real,
Well, let's have a real negotiation.
exactly, and
Yeah.
they don't want to do that.
Well, that's a complicated situation.
It's
I
very
think.
complicated. I'm not saying, but
Yeah.
but don't tell me, because Obama, they're a little racist. They say the Schwarzer,
Right.
all the religious people.
Yeah.
We have to take our marching orders from a Schwarzer.
Meanwhile, you go to Israel, everybody looks like a Schwarzer.
Honey, they all are.
That's right. That's exactly
Please,
right.
we're all Schwarzers from the beginning.
That's
honey.
right.
Look at
Boy.
us, the lips, the noses. When you look at older black people and Jews, they
They merge
morph.
into one.
They
They
morph
do.
into
Each
one.
other.
Jews and blacks are the same.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're the
Right.
same bad attitudes later in life too. They yell at you.
You took me to temple one time.
That's right.
And I watched you in there, and we went to a very Orthodox place.
Yeah.
And we were separated because you're a woman and I'm a man.
Exactly.
And so I watched you pray and sing.
Yeah.
You love it. You get so much fun out of it.
I love the music.
But so you're saying now you're rejecting it and not
No,
going?
I'm not rejecting that at all. I'm rejecting the fundamentalism of it.
Right.
Where they start like telling you.
So maybe you should go to a reform temple where
But
they're not.
they don't play the same music. They
Right.
don't,
You like the real
I like
deal.
I like the traditional prayers.
Have you ever
and
heard Rabbi
melodies.
Gottfried, who I think is one of the greatest singers of all time of traditional Jewish music?
No.
Fred, if you have some, play some for Sandra. Tell me what you think of him. I think this guy's got the best voice, that this is going to move you
Get ready.
as a religious
frightened
person.
of-
No, listen.
Vishnira dich meshu achne
What do you think of this guy?
Is that Gilbert Gottfried?
Yes.
I saw him on my street the other day with his 2 kids.
Isn't it weird to see Gilbert with children?
I walked right past him.
Oh, you did?
I
It's too weird?
I don't like getting into stuff with him. You know what I mean? Because he's always like, he gets into that contrarian mode that he's been in from day one.
I know what you're speaking about. I have gone out, I'm walking
Turn
around.
that off. I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
I was
you.
out on the street one night, and I was going to a wonderful restaurant with my wife, and this was years ago. And all of a sudden, I see Gilbert there with his then girlfriend, which was so freaky anyway.
What does the girlfriend / wife look like?
But beautiful girl, very, very attractive girl,
Really?
and very nice and very normal. And
Well, the kids are cute.
Yeah, and so I saw Gilbert, and I'm like, "Hey, Gilbert, how you doing?"
Not so good.
Not even like he looked at me like he didn't know me. I mean, I know this guy for 100 years.
Yeah,
It was
of
like,
course we all do.
I said I thought this was an act a little bit. It's not. I mean, you're right. It's very awkward to meet him outside of any kind of showbiz
Well,
situation.
I saw him from behind, and of course he's immediately recognizable, and he's pushing a carriage. I was like, is there something in there? I thought maybe there was like an old pug or something.
Or maybe
how people do that in New York.
Yeah.
Like old people
in the
push
strollers, they have a dog.
Or maybe
you see an old pug with gray.
But with Gilbert, you think maybe it's just all the free bottles of water he takes from my studio. Who knows? And he puts it in a baby carriage.
But then I saw a little girl walking in front, screaming after her brother. Morty, Daddy wants you to come back here. You're too far away. And Gilbert's like this with that face. I'm like, the children don't run from you, even though you are the father. They still must be frightened of
Imagine
him.
him as a daddy.
No, I cannot imagine it.
If we didn't produce that reality show, we'd be millionaires, right? I mean,
I don't think he'd let anybody in. Even Gilbert is too embarrassed about his own strange, evolution.
You hate reality television.
I'm not a fan of it.
I love it. I mean, some of it. You don't watch Beverly Hills Housewives?
I have watched them.
And it turns you off. You get like crazy.
That doesn't
from
turn me off. I just think it's like unnecessary.
So you're against reality television?
Well, when there's such good, scripted television, Homeland.
Oh my God!
Breaking Bad,
DTLA, my new show.
DTLA, Dexter.
Yeah, all the great shows.
Do you watch all these shows?
I do watch them all.
Empire.
Boardwalk Empire. Arrow. I think I lost you guys.
Yeah, there's great shows. Modern Family's a great scripted.
I can't believe how great Homeland is.
Homeland is unbelievable.
Unreal.
I mean, are you caught up with it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This
I don't
last
wanna,
week was
last week was the best. I just wanted to go on for 25 hours.
I say to Sarah, my girlfriend, I say I could stay up till 3 a.m. watching this show.
Right.
If it was 5 hours, I would run off to get like a bowl of popcorn and come back.
I was telling Robin this morning, there's this guy I read, Bob Lefsetz. He writes an email column. It's like a blog or something.
Yeah.
And he made the point. He said, remember when rock stars were cool? All we wanted to be was rock stars. They were
right.
Cool. Now you almost laugh at them. Now it's like Homeland is the thing. Yeah. Or everything else is cool.
All the leads. I mean, I've never been a fan of Mandy Patinkin. How brilliant
Me
is
too.
He?
I thought he sucked, and now he's fantastic.
No, he's so introspective, and you see so many layers and the emotions.
Don't you love him? Wouldn't you love him to be your father?
Oh my God! Yeah. Like when the girl offs herself the other day, he cries over it. I mean,
it's great.
The level of emotion on that show.
Yeah, he's really good.
The writing is phenomenal.
You're saying your new show is as good as that?
It's different than that. It's different. It's
comedy?
No, I mean it's light. It's like it's like the drama of the downtown.
Who plays your son?
This very cute guy named I believe his name is Matthew Herrick.
And how gay does he get? Does he blow other guys in it? And like is there simulated sex scenes?
Well, I think it's sexy. It's not.
Sexy.
It's not like over the top like porn.
Right.
But there's like real relationships. Like it's like the modern gay world.
Right.
Where
imagine gay mothers and the kid turns out to be gay.
Is that shocking?
And the kid is upset that he's gay.
No, he's not upset that he's gay. He's upset because he's breaking up with his boyfriend.
Oh.
And he has a black boyfriend who's a lawyer. And he's like a ne'er-do-well. He's like a lazy. And I'm telling him, get your life together. Get out there. Get a job. Do something. Pull yourself out of your self-indulgence and depression.
Sound like a nag.
She's a mom.
I'm a mother.
All right. Now, you are a mother. You have in real life.
That's right.
Your daughter is not gay.
No,
or you don't
she
know
is
yet.
not going to be. No.
She is not.
No.
She's way into guys.
She's just when a kid is and isn't. She has a lot of self-respect.
Right.
She doesn't give it up. She's doing her homework and sticking to the.
Is she a disappointment that she's not gay?
Not in the least.
Okay.
No,
Don't we want
what we're
gay?
trying to
don't we-
raise is a good
Are we
human
trying to
being.
I
raise
want her
right?
to be a happy,
You
well-adjusted.
don't want her as a gay person?
if that was, if that was like a natural
Did
inclination.
you say to her, gay is a lot less complicated? It really is, I think.
That would be like Maude. Remember Maude wanted her daughter to be gay? So
Are
she
you
could be
kidding?
so current.
My daughters, all three of them are heterosexual. I said to them, I want you to be gay.
Well, I think you want the opposite.
Yeah.
I want to, I want to dance at her wedding. I mean, I want
You
her.
do?
Yeah, I want her to be with a nice person. I mean,
You really want your daughter with a disgusting man?
I hope,
Ugh.
hopefully they won't be disgusting.
What man isn't disgusting?
That's true.
Think about it.
Even you, Howard, in your own
Oh,
way.
I'm so gross.
You're needy.
Even like I notice I'm older now, my balls are starting to smell a little bit. I got to shower like 2-3 times a day.
Well,
Everything's-
they grab the sweat.
No, they grab the pee.
Oh,
I dribble.
God.
Yeah, you pee on my balls. How'd you like to be married to that?
Well, how does Beth deal with that?
How?
Beth is very fresh.
I keep it. Oh, she's so fresh, like a
How's
daisy.
Beth?
She's doing well.
I miss her.
Yeah, she's
Are you
great.
guys getting a new dog?
She says we will, but we have 4 cats. I'm very happy with that.
You really got into the cats.
Yeah,
which
yeah.
surprises
You have
me.
4 cats. We love these cats.
I know you brought one back from like the brink of death.
Yes, many of them.
And they're all in good shape now.
Yes. Hey,
You're such a good dad.
I wanted to ask you about this.
Yes,
you were
baby.
You were friends with Phyllis Diller, the comedian?
Yes.
Who knew that?
I knew her a little bit over the years, but toward the end, we went together to Hawaii to do Roseanne's reality show, Roseanne's Nuts.
And did you like her?
Phyllis?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Good woman.
Brilliant.
Inspiration to you as a
it's-
comedian?
and of course, growing up. I mean,
And you didn't even finish the story of Madonna, so you see her in the temple, like just recently.
yeah. No, I went over and said hi. That's,
And
that's
it wasn't
hang out.
weird?
No, I've seen her so many times over the
Oh,
years.
really?
She
Oh.
blows hot and cold. I think that she has 4 kids now.
Wow.
And that's a lot of responsibility, especially when you're out on the road for 8 months.
Yeah, I was going to say, is she
like,
really
hello?
taking that
How
responsibility?
is she raising those kids if she's on the road for
I don't
8
know
months?
because we haven't hung out at her place, so I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how she does it. She has a
I'd be
lot of help.
curious. She must.
Of course, everybody does, but
Would she ever come over and say hello to you, or do you always have to go over and say?
I always go say hello to her.
Yeah. Doesn't that annoy you a bit? I mean, what is that?
I don't really care at this point. It's like, who gives a shit?
But how does the conversation end? Because I'm so awkward with this stuff. That's why I'm asking you.
I just said, hey, let's get together when you get off the road. Oh, yeah, I'm living on the Upper East Side. And I say, great. And and then what? Am I supposed to come over with like a bag of cookies and just sit and schmooze? I mean, what?
So isn't that awkward that you
Or
say,
you
hey,
go
let's
to
not
hunting
awkward,
for her.
What's that, Rob?
I say supposed to go hunting for her. You're on the Upper East Side.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, here, I'll try to find you.
yeah, I mean, that's such a fucking blow off.
Oh, I know.
I live over there.
I'm an Upper East Sider now.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But Phyllis Diller was fabulous.
Yeah, I interviewed her once, about 100 years ago.
Did you have fun? interviewing
Yeah, I
her?
mean, who even remembers? I was at NBC. It was like a million years
Yeah.
ago. I'm sure she thought I was insane.
No,
Yeah.
Phyllis was not a judgmental person.
Really?
No, she's a good lady.
Yeah, I just was wondering. And then another friend of yours, which I didn't even know, like you are so networked. Jane Fonda's a good friend of yours?
Well, Jane had me co-host this fundraiser with her a few weeks ago. She has this initiative to raise money for
And the body is still good on her.
Yeah, so the whole thing is good.
She looks good.
She looks amazing.
Do you know her for years?
She's somebody I've known, and to say hello. Of course, I was very respectful. It's Jane Fonda.
Sexual fantasy of yours?
No.
No? I
No.
would have thought for sure.
No.
She's so your type.
No, Jane Fonda's not my type. She's
Back in the day?
no, not really. I mean, I love her, and I think she's beautiful. But
Right.
there's certain people with the energy.
Oh.
Jane's got like a coolness to her, but like also like a fragility. That sometimes like that's a lot of responsibility. But she's a wonderful person. She's got her shit together. Of course, she always has. She's brilliant.
I think so.
She's really and she's really stayed true to her.
I know she gets a lot of shit for the
Muses.
Hanoi Jane thing,
Hey,
but
listen,
but
what? I
with the
said to
Vietnam War, I still think back to the Vietnam War and
so
all the guys who
fucking
died.
right.
She was right on.
She was right on.
She was anything
Well,
to end
she
that
probably
war.
knew in a few years we'd be building hotels there.
Thank
Why
you.
are we bombing?
Excuse me. Yeah, now you put on a cute T-shirt, "Made in Vietnam."
Right.
Right.
I mean, we couldn't have made that happen back then.
Yeah.
We had to go and
What the
destroy.
hell were we doing?
I don't know. What are we ever doing?
And answer this also.
Yeah.
Gary told me a weird story he heard about you. That years ago you went to a Cat Stevens concert with a friend.
Yeah.
You got separated from the friend at the concert and never heard from that friend again.
Really?
Yes, that was.
How can you live with that? I mean, how do you not follow up with that?
Well, the whole school, that involved my whole high school. She just, we don't know what happened to her.
No one knows what happened to her?
No.
You mean she
to this day,
disappeared?
she literally disappeared.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh, I thought it was a friend of yours, and you just never bothered to call her.
No, we were friends. No, I mean.
Do you think she died?
Well, apparently we don't. To this day, we don't know if she just decided to drop out.
Did the police come and
the police came
investigate
to
you?
the school. Sure, everybody.
And they questioned you. Did you see anything? And you never saw anything.
No, I mean we thought because she was such a hippie.
Yeah.
We thought that she went out and hooked
Like
up
joined
with
something
the
or
Indian
something?
reservation. Like she was always talking about dropping out, and who knows? Maybe she did.
God, everything about your life is so intense.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had a lot of experiences. Don't you think you've had an abnormal amount of experiences like that?
Well, but you need that, as a performer to draw, and otherwise life gets boring.
Your celebrity crush is Pippa Middleton.
Really?
You said that, this is a quote from you, her ass looks like two peaches.
That's what I talk about in the show. I do a whole piece about how she really upstaged her sister at the wedding.
Right.
How
But
she
you're very excited by this, yes? That's not some. I mean, when you say a woman's ass is like two peaches, that's like the biggest compliment from you.
Once again, am I going to pursue Pippa at this point in my life?
No, I'm not saying, but you have a celebrity crush?
I like Pippa because she is confident, because, she is a commoner.
Right.
And she's, and her sister and her have been welcomed into the bosom. Listen, the royalty have had to lower their standards
because of those two.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't really mean that literally, but they had their certain way of connecting people that had to have that royal strain, but then it becomes
look, if they go too
inbreeding.
far in that family, they find a stripper.
Thank you.
So
exactly,
you know what,
Robin.
only you have these kind of thoughts about it. I never even think about stuff like this.
I'm
You're
an
consumed.
observer, Howard. You know that when we discuss people, I take in the nuances.
You don't have a celebrity crush like my wife thinks Gwyneth Paltrow is the most physically beautiful woman and just thinks everything about her is fascinating. And I say to her, I think,
why would Beth even bother? Beth is amazing.
but she just admires.
Beth is athletic and
but she admires Gwyneth Paltrow.
Well, that's sweet. I mean, Gwyneth is she's somebody who really works at it.
Is that someone Beth shouldn't admire?
I wouldn't say not to admire her. I mean,
you know her?
I know Gwyneth a little bit. We've never hung out per se, but she's very into macrobiotic cooking, and she has her.
She doesn't turn you
blog.
on?
No, not in the
No,
least.
you don't see her that way.
No. I don't find Gwyneth sexual. I find her very asexual.
Who do you find hot? Hillary Clinton? Who? I mean, I'm having a hard read on you. Who is the hottest woman right now in show business sexually? Michelle Obama? Who is it?
I admire
Who is it?
and adore her.
Yeah, but she didn't turn you on.
Oh, I think.
Go ahead.
Oh God, I'm totally blanking on
If
her
I gave you a
name.
free pass, your wife would not be upset with you. Lindsay Lohan?
No, God, no.
Right.
No. Brad Pitt's wife. What's her name?
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie is
really?
hands
Still?
down. I wish she'd gain a little weight.
Right. She's getting too thin.
She's too skinny.
And
but when she has the right amount of weight on her, I find her to be the most. She's sexy. She's
You could never be attracted to a woman who looked like Oprah, could you?
No, I
No.
mean, I might want to rest my head on her bosom and cry.
Right.
But
She doesn't do it for you. Angelina Jolie would do it for
Angelina
you.
Jolie is definitely
right.
she is of the moment.
How is your relationship going? Are you
Great.
Everything is good?
Everything's great.
Great.
We work through things. It's an ongoing. It's a work in progress, as I'm sure it is with you and
What does
Beth.
it mean, work through things? Like, what's something you work through? Help me out with this.
Listen.
Because I'm not working through anything.
Oh, stop it.
That is ridiculous. I know that you work on your relationship with Beth.
No, but I
It's
mean,
not something-
I don't know what that means, working through something. What am I supposed to be working through?
Sometimes you're bored. Sometimes you're restless. Sometimes.
Do you admit that to your spouse? That you're...
But not in those. It's not like you're bored with yourself. You
Right.
want things to happen. Career. Things become like.
You mean you get weighed down with your own stuff?
Yes, and therefore you get bitchy and you don't focus. Sarah likes a certain amount of focus, and everybody
And
does.
sometimes you don't. Sometimes you
I'm
take
a
her for
Gemini
granted.
too, and I'm like, no, I don't take her. I never take her for granted. But there are times when when I'm sort of like spaced out and doing my thing, or I'm being in the process of creating, or I'm on the road and I come home and I'm exhausted. It's like.
And then she says to you, Sandra, you're not being good to me.
No, she's just like, I would like a little more focus and
that's where the work.
undivided attention.
And that's where you have to work on something.
I just have to work on that in general. I'm not a laser focused person on people. Even with my daughter, sometimes I have to like slow down because I'm. Not only do I have my career, I do things around the house. I'm the one who does the laundry, and I'm the one who washes the dishes because I like to do that.
Right.
But I'm also like a spinner. I don't like sitting around. It's not my thing.
See, I have that problem.
I know.
Because I have a lot of interests.
Exactly.
And I'm not focused on everybody.
People get hurt.
So
People
how do I
feel-
work through that? I have to
Well,
consciously...
you have to remember that there are other people there.
Well, how am I going to do that? Write it down?
Yes. Put it
You
in
have
your
to kind of like pull
calendar.
yourself back every couple
Yeah.
of days and go, "Hey Beth, what's happening?"
Right.
You do that with Beth.
I do that. So that's
So
what
your
you mean
work
by
is weird,
working. So
too.
that's what you mean by
Yes.
working through
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean it's not some deep emotional.
Oh, now you're
trauma.
teaching me. Because I don't know what that means, working through stuff. But you're right. Then I guess I do.
Refocusing.
Right. I have to refocus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we all do in relationships. You do sort of take people for granted when they're there 24/7.
Anybody cheating on anyone?
Oh no, there's no room in our life for cheating.
General Petraeus, should he have resigned?
I don't understand what the big stink is. I mean,
Me neither.
What about that wife?
What about her?
I mean, Holly Petraeus. I mean, God bless her. A little haircut.
Something.
Something. I mean,
Lipstick.
can
Dolly.
you blame?
I was trying to think, what era is that from? What is she doing?
I mean, you see this lineup. It was in the paper yesterday of all these, I don't even know who these people were, but like these sexy broads in leather and their
Right.
husbands. And then there's Holly Petraeus at the end with this amorphous haircut.
I was like, is she Amish? What's going
I know.
on?
But they had a
Robin,
picture
I
of
mean-
her. They had a picture of her in the paper when she was young and he married her, and she was cute.
Well, I could see that.
So does a person have a right not a right to cheat, but does a person do you get when they lose interest because it's not what they paid for?
Okay, listen, let's back
Right.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, Petraeus himself with those
There's
teeth.
no beauty.
I mean, I couldn't believe he got that chick to begin with.
Well, it's
but there's
power.
Power.
Women like powerful men.
CIA. Then I thought, this is a good Homeland sort of vibe.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not
Absolutely.
as sexy as Homeland.
Right.
But still, the idea.
But look, he's no prize.
No, he certainly
physically,
isn't.
But he's in shape and he's got a powerful position.
And he's wearing the CIA garb, and he was at the front lines.
All right,
and
yes. It's
the
attractive.
desert, storms and.
So why, like in France, if a guy cheats, it's like, so what? If we've had presidents who've all cheated.
But I think this is, we're very provincial in this country.
We are. Sex is our one thing.
It's our,
It
our-
drives us.
Like in other countries, they go, "Oh, the guy had sex, and you want to fire him?"
I know.
Like,
well,
what?
that elevates them. That's a celebration.
Well,
Now-
there is a too far, when you get to Strauss-Kahn and Berlusconi, there is a little too far you can go in
these
Europe.
are
But
child
Sandra,
abusers.
Are you?
I mean,
But are you
no
saying?
kidding.
Are you saying that if your wife started looking like Holly Petraeus, you would probably?
if
and
my
I've
wife
met
showed
your
Joe-
wife-
Holly
visit
Petraeus, she
David.
would kill herself. She wouldn't allow that to happen.
Right. I mean, I've met your wife.
Yes.
She is hot.
Love-
She's gorgeous.
She really is. Very beautiful woman.
Very smart
I have
person.
photographed your wife.
You have photographed us. I don't ever like to talk about what we do in our private moments
Intimacy.
with you.
Yes.
But our photo session with you was possibly one of the sexiest
It is.
experiences of my life.
Very loving.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Howard directed us, Robin, in a way that was, took it to some other place.
It's more like yelling than directing. I just go, "Would you two kiss each other?"
No, but it's like a lot of bending backwards,
Posing.
a lot of acrobatic.
Well, the pictures came out nice.
Cirque du Soleil poses.
I had Sandra upside down.
Haven't you been photographed by the
No,
great Howard Stern?
she does not pose for me.
I'm holding
What?
out. Everybody else can get photographed first. I want to see what he does.
He's very.
She
let
doesn't
him-
want to be nude.
Believe me,
Take your clothes off, Robin, and let's get going.
very beautiful pictures. Very,
Yes,
very
yes.
sexy.
But if your your wife got the Holly Petraeus kind of homely syndrome, she caught that disease.
That'd be done. We'd
but
be
isn't
done.
that wrong as a feminist? Isn't that that we fight against stuff like that, looks and all this?
I think there's also a certain commitment in a relationship to keep things hot and interesting.
Yeah, Beth told me she'd leave me if I got fat.
Well, there you go.
And I took that as a sign that I better...
warning.
A warning, yeah.
You know?
Right.
But there's a certain level of self-worth that you have to keep up, and it has nothing to do with feminism. You have to take care of yourself.
So you're saying that Holly Petraeus is at fault also because she's kind of let it...
I'm sure she let it go,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
She probably got in bed at night and rubbed
when
her
that
feet
happens,
with some sort of a liniment.
Right.
But
That's not
when
sexy.
that happens in a relationship, she's saying something too.
That's right.
It's true. Could Holly make herself hot?
From what I've seen,
It's beyond that.
I think it's beyond.
It's hopeless.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. Once she dumps him, she's going to slim down, get that hair colored.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, Robin. I think we should track the Holly
That's
Petraeus
right.
evolution.
Would you ever consider doing a show where you make over Holly Petraeus, like a one-shot?
That would be
pay-per-view
genius.
It would be great,
actually.
right?
That
we
would, yeah.
We'd get her on the treadmill, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like The Biggest Loser kind of
That
thing.
would be fun.
Listen, darling.
Yes,
you are
baby.
special. I'm happy you're now back on television.
Me too.
The
Thank
world
you.
rejoices that Sandra
Thank you.
Bernhard is going to be on DTLA, which stands for
Downtown LA.
Downtown LA. When you go on stage, nude,
Yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
do you worry about now, because your daughter's getting older, that you can't do that kind of thing, or is that just not part of the equation? You'll do whatever it takes.
My daughter has her own life.
Right.
She's very disinterested in me. She likes Lana Del Rey. That singer.
She's cute, though, Lana Del Rey.
Well, no, I'm saying I like Lana Del Rey too,
Right.
but my daughter has her own taste.
But Lana Del Rey's not a fun singer to watch, right? She's not great.
But my daughter listens to her incessantly.
Really?
We bought our daughter a little turntable, so she has some vinyl, so she listens to it on vinyl.
Why would you
And
do
I hear
that?
the whining from the other room because she wanted it.
She wanted vinyl?
She loves vinyl.
No kidding.
The kids
That's
love
very
vinyl.
sophisticated. They do?
Yeah. It's back again because they like that texture and that sound.
They don't want the iPod with the...
Well, she has that too. Believe me, she has all the different,
And she's into Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
That seems very sophisticated.
She's very sophisticated, but not precocious.
And wait, so she doesn't say, "Hey, I want to go watch my mom perform." She's not.
No, she's been on the road with me, but she likes to be backstage. She sets up my merchandise table. She helps sell the merchandise.
So she stands there at the table and sells
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And what merchandise do you have? T-shirts?
T-shirts, CDs.
Sandra Bernhard T-shirt?
Yeah, very sophisticated, groovy T-shirt. I should have brought you one.
T-shirts and what? CDs and
CDs, DVDs.
organic vegetables, anything. I mean,
eggs, farm to table.
that's like a new thing. Like comedians all have a table.
Well,
and
you've
they-
got to. I mean, you make your extra cash.
Can you make some good money doing that?
Sure.
And she knows how to give the change.
Oh
you know?
yeah, honey.
Yeah.
She
That's the first thing-
hangles.
that's the-
And then I gave her 10% of the sales. She goes, "Wait a minute, that's a little cheap."
Right. She's doing all the sales.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's very savvy.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing.
Do you ever fantasize about your daughter becoming friends with Lordass, the daughter of Madonna?
She's observed Lourdes at holidays.
She has.
Yeah.
Does your daughter want to be friends with Lourdes? Because
No.
Wouldn't that be exciting to have a celebrity friend?
I don't think she cares. I mean, she's
Right.
she has
her own thing.
She has her own friends. Believe me, these kids have
I
their
would
own
love
thing going on.
If your daughter became friends with Lourdes
But it could happen.
and then got you and Madonna back together. That would be
or
great.
they just went off and did their own thing and looked at both of us and went, "Oh, those two are a bummer."
Right.
You know.
They should at least follow each other on Twitter. Lourdes
Who knows what they do?
All
I
right.
can't. I just stay out of it.
See Sandra Bernhard on DTLA. For more information, go to sandrabernhard.com.
Yep. New pictures up on the website.
Oh, yeah? You redid it?
I got fabulous new pictures by this fabulous photographer.
What are you doing in these pictures?
Just they're upbeat, they're jaunty, they're fun.
Right. You decided to do a rehaul of your whole
it was
image.
time to do a refreshening. I reinvented myself, Howard.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found myself to be more enchanting than I ever dreamed.
Well, I find you
possible.
enchanting. Yes, Balls, go ahead for Sandra.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
I just want to ask Sandra, have you ever tried to get intimate with a woman and found that her vagina stunk? And how do you handle that embarrassing
Of course she
situation?
has. Who hasn't?
You kind of know that ahead of time as a girl. You know about somebody's hygiene.
What do you mean?
That,
you can tell?
That isn't something that like sort of creeps up. A guy like you might find somebody like who's been sitting at the bar for a week. Yeah, there's a chance that they're.
I got to tell you, like balls, I'm always desperate, so I don't. Sometimes I have to overlook that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if I have a smelly turd.
No,
Right.
well, good for you. You know what? I like your style.
He's no General Petraeus. He'll take anybody. All right, thank you, Balls. General Balls, thank
General
you.
Balls.
Thanks. That's right. I finally get the recognition I deserve.
Are you saying you can tell?
Yeah.
See why you want your daughter to be a lesbian? I want her with a guy.
But some of the new breed of young guys, they're a little
A
different.
little more hip.
Well, they're sweeter. They have they're a little more balanced. The feminine and the feminine and the masculine.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
Yeah, I know
They're
what you mean.
but believe me, she won't accept anything less than the best of my kid.
Good.
I won't let her.
You've trained her well.
You know.
SandraBernhard.com. Go on and see what Sandra is talking about. This whole new image of hers on this website.
You can follow me on Facebook and Twitter as well.
Yes.
As you know.
At Sandra Bernhard.
Yeah, but I haven't seen you much on Twitter.
I don't know.
It's exhausting.
Now you spend like 20 minutes a day, at least 20 minutes a day, answering your fans on Twitter.
Yeah, it is.
Now, what do you mean? What do you do? Because I got news for you. I'm exhausted from it. There's a lot of negativity toward me.
There is a lot of negativity.
And it gets me.
It's exhausting. But I block those people.
What is the worst thing people say? Someone said the other day, I hope you and your parents and Beth die.
That's nice.
I mean, that's as low
horrible.
as it gets. Yeah.
Horrible.
Like, what did I do to you?
Fuck you. Like, beat it.
What do people say to you?
Oh, it's more or less you liberal bitch. That kind of shit. It's like, oh, wow.
Ouch.
Liberal. Ooh, you hurt me. Yeah, no shit.
Do you get caught up in how many followers you have? Do you compare to the other celebrities?
No.
How the hell?
Who's got time for that?
You don't care.
No, I've got my core people. I know who it reaches.
Right.
I know that they'll know where I am in terms of my career, and that's.
And what do? You answer them personally?
If there's somebody who's really cute and says something, that I connect with.
Like what? Like what's something that you connect with?
Oh God, it's my birthday, Sandy. Give me a shout out. I saw you back in the day.
And what
do?
You say, shout out?
I'll say happy birthday, baby. I love you. Just make them feel special.
Really? Oh, that's it.
Yeah. And we don't get into some I have a couple of people that I've become friendly with. But, You
mean fans?
Yeah, like there's this guy in Flint, Michigan, where I'm from. Yeah, and he's done this animated thing based on his autistic son.
Right.
So I'm helping him out. I helped him out with Kickstarter, raising money to finance.
So you really get involved with the fans.
If it's somebody who has the goods,
you catch a vibe.
That's 1 out of a million.
Okay.
All
right.
That's not a everyday situation.
I love hearing what you're up to. For some reason,
Well, we need a major catch up. We need a dinner or something.
Yeah.
This is not good.
We'll do it.
We miss you.
That's right.
Sarah and I miss you and Beth.
You have 200,000 followers. Kathy Griffin has 1,600,000. Does that hurt you? Beyond.
No.
What? Does that hurt you?
It does not hurt me. First of all, Kathy Griffin, God bless her, does something that's very, accessible in a way. And she sort of took my sensibility, made it a little more accessible. I don't have a beef with Kathy. She's... What the hell do I care?
But you don't secretly sit there and go, I want 1 million followers.
You know what? I'll get 1 million followers when something, when I do that splashy thing.
When something blows up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All
right. Listen, baby. Giving you lots of love.
I love you more.
I love you too.
I love you.
It's good always having a chat with you.
And we needed a good catch up.
We sure did. I'm happy to hear that you're doing well.
Thank you, honey.
I learned a lot. I learned that you ran into Madonna.
Yeah.
That thing, you got blown off.
No, she didn't blow me off.
You got blown off.
I'm in such a different place now. It doesn't even faze me.
Who cares, right?
At this point, with the world falling apart, with Hurricane Sandy, with people losing their homes, people wandering like zombies in the night with nothing.
Right. It's awful.
And I have an incredible life. I'm a blessed life. Wonderful friends like you.
Did you lose power?
We lost power. But
now you're all right.
Yeah, we got our life. We got everything we need.
Sarah Silverman has 3.5 million followers.
She has a real savvy on the internet. She's that generation. She really tapped into it, and she has a lot. She
gets it.
She has a lot of videos and stuff, and she's smart and savvy.
Okay, all right. Just trying to get something going here.
Why are you trying to upset her?
I don't.
You're talking about
you
the
know,
negativity on
I don't
Twitter.
know. I just
and
want
then
to
you try to
know.
upset her.
It's not upsetting me. I honestly, every
Look how
person
mellow
who
she is.
follows me on Twitter, I've earned that person.
When's the last time you had sex with your wife? Because you seem very satisfied today. Like you're really, like there's no rattling you.
It's more on a regular
Are you?
schedule.
True?
Yeah. You got to be. Otherwise, everything falls apart.
2 times
You
a
gotta
week?
make time.
Be honest with me. Don't give me any bullshit because you guys have been together a long time.
2 or 3.
Really? That much?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
It's hot. You got to get it going, and also it's a release when you're working on your career and you're pent up and you're both like frustrated. It's like, what other way can you really let it go?
Will you guys do each other on your periods?
No.
That's verboten.
Well, we have nice sheets.
No, but I'm saying that's verboten.
That's gross.
Is it?
I think. Maybe it's a little different if you're just putting it in.
I don't care. I'll put it into anything. I don't care what's doing down
I
there.
know,
I don't care if you've got a mouse trap in there. I'll put it in. I'll take my chances.
No wonder it's shrunken.
Oh, it's been clipped. Oh. You would not strap on with a period?
I've never strapped on ever.
Ever?
No.
I'm shocked to hear that.
That is so not my thing.
I wonder what your thing is. You got to let me watch.
I like the mushy, sexy, make
Finger?
out.
Fisting?
No, fisting?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
What do I know what
if
you're doing?
somebody's got a thing that big that a fist will go in, that's not for mama.
That's not hot.
That's so not hot. That means they've had like 5 kids or something.
You like 69ing?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. On a period, that's gross.
No, that's disgusting. Ugh.
Would you eat a woman's butt?
No. That is not fresh.
Ass eating. That's not about.
That's not
why
for
are so people
that's
into
not for a
that?
Jew.
Right.
That's not kosher.
That's like pork.
It's like it is. It's like a piece of raw pork.
Ooh.
Ugh.
But you've had your ass eaten. I never have.
No, I have
You
not.
haven't? It would gross you out, right?
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
any. That's like.
No one
there's
ever tried that with you? In all your years of experience? Because, I mean, women
People
do try
things.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, you're very vocal.
I jump up out of bed and go, this is where I draw the line, and I leave.
Ever pee on anyone? Would that excite you?
No. Pish off.
So what are you doing then?
Well, do you have to go to those extents?
69ing, and fingering. That's it. That's the repertoire. Right?
I mean, if that doesn't work, if you can't make it work with that, then get out of the business.
Right. You have no business being in bed with anyone.
You have no business being in that business.
God bless you. You know, I really never knew what the hell you were doing in the bedroom.
It's so weird. You've been there so many times and you were so stoned you didn't even notice.
I know. I watched a million times. Would you ever call each other mommy?
Baby.
Baby.
Mommy, baby.
Mommy, baby. It's fabulous. You're so inventive. I could imagine.
Granny.
Do you role play?
Sometimes we do, but we play like 2 hookers or something. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
I could see
like
you
2 dumb hookers.
2 dumb hookers should be.
Who've met up at some like at the Hustler Club.
You got to tape that so I can see it.
That's hot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you play dumb. Yeah, like
How do
play
you do
2
that?
girls from Florida, like the Panhandle in Florida.
See, that's why it's fun to be with you because you're playing these games.
That's when
really
it gets sexy.
Let me hear you as
Hi.
Oh, that's your voice when you put on? Hi.
I'm so glad to meet you. I'm so lonely. Come by and hang out with me. Okay, I'll be right over.
I love your shoes.
Yeah, I love your shoes. I love your sparkly spiked heels.
And then things happen.
And then you go from there.
Isn't that fabulous?
And then you imagine how those 2 stupid people would have sex
Do
together.
you guys put on outfits as stupid hookers?
Yeah.
You do? Like you go, hey, I'm going to go in my room.
You put on stupid sexy lingerie.
And you go, hi.
You know, a little Victoria's Secret, something that might give you some sort of a rash.
yeah, just no natural fibers.
Exactly, and then you
Right.
quickly take it off and dispose of it because it might suddenly just catch on fire
Yeah. So
in your bedroom and leave like a singed mark on your nice rug.
I could picture you like going off like for 10 minutes, getting into your slutty outfit.
Yeah.
See, that's fun.
And then you put on some sexy, stupid music, and you dance a little bit with a cocktail. And
Sloppy.
spill a little bit, maybe slip and almost fall, and then she picks you back up and throws you back on the bed, and you laugh.
And then, like, you act like you're not even into girls at first, like, may touch her titty. And then, like, I kind of like that.
That's hot.
Yeah.
That's sexy.
Oh, I love this. How often do you play that?
First was everybody has to be out of the house.
Yeah, and it's got to be exhausting.
You got to be away somewhere.
Right.
And you've got to like that. It's like writing a scene. I mean, that it's not like I'm going to write some crappy scene.
You going away on vacation at all?
We're supposed to go to Chicago together because I have a gig there, and I love Chicago. So I find Chicago very
vacation
sexy.
in Chicago?
Well, I've got a gig there, so she'll go with me to Chicago, but we'll stay at a nice hotel.
What do you do in Chicago? That's so great.
Well, I'm performing there, but
I mean, what do you like about it?
Chicago to me is like the connection to
the Midwest,
the mothership of Playboy. That's where it all started. So like Hugh Hefner, like the whole idea is like
that's where you
it's like that.
Where you go.
It's like reminiscent of like the '60s when sex was like crazy and kooky, and nobody talked about it in public. But that's
not where you go on vacation. You're working.
But I happen to be going there, and there's nothing sexier than doing a great
Where's the best place to go on vacation?
Chicago. I like Paris.
Paris.
Turks and Caicos.
Really? There's a lot of ants there. I went once.
To Turks and Caicos?
I hate it. I left. I packed my friggin' bag.
Where were you?
I stayed in a private home they rented me there, and I was covered. I lay down. I'm covered in ants.
Are you serious?
I said goodbye. Then they start gassing the ants with me in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
It must have been a weird time of year.
Yeah.
I like to go to Morocco.
No kidding.
Morocco is very sexy.
Sounds like it's too far away from me.
You would not like Morocco, Howard. Believe me, you couldn't handle Morocco.
I don't want Morocco.
Robin, he couldn't. He
can't
like
handle the strange and different. He can't handle Paris.
Oh, horrible
Really?
people. I don't know if I could handle that.
Doesn't Beth like to get away to these places?
Not if you're married to me, because I can eat your kishkas out if I go on vacation with you. I will make you so miserable.
He says he's going away for this holiday. The last time they lasted 4 days.
Where are you going?
I don't want to talk about it because...
Did she plan it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell me some other time.
I'll talk to you about it.
After the fact.
Yeah.
But,
I hate going away.
That's so fun. But you have such beautiful places.
Yeah, I like to just stay home and see Beth. And
it's a staycation
that's
for
right.
you.
Right. Thank you.
That's all he wants.
That's all.
I understand. I get it.
In Chicago, I don't know. I never vacationed there before. Okay, look. We've spent way too long.
I don't think we have. The rest of the states. He's a mess.
See, yeah.
Robin, we got to get him out there into the world.
Terrible.
You watch Honey Boo Boo?
What's going on with him?
I watch Honey Boo Boo, like just the little clips online.
Right.
She is adorable.
You don't think it's child abuse in some weird way? Like the kid can't even speak English.
Listen, we've gone around the bend in this country.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
We've gone too far. We're so far gone with the ice truckers and the moonshiners and the rest of the people.
Right, they're doing all kinds of craziness now.
But don't you? I mean, how does a kid like that and her mother graduate high school if they can't speak English?
Listen. This is the bulk of this country.
Is it? I mean, is it that bad?
Is. It's that bad.
We're doomed.
These are the people that don't. I'm not saying Honey Boo Boo happens to be a liberal. These people don't want health. They don't want health care.
Right.
They don't want an infrastructure in the government. They don't want education.
Right.
And I keep saying, take them all down to the south, cordon the shit off,
and call it a separate country.
And they can, and let them live the way they want to live.
But they want it when they need it, Sandra.
Robin, this is the issue.
Right.
When they're half dead and their brains are hanging out of their ears,
then they want
go, wait, come and help me.
Right.
But it's like, and I don't.
But we don't want any help when we don't need any help.
You're not going to solve all the problems.
No, we're not. We're not.
That's right. For more information, go to sandrabernhard.com. We'll be back.
Thank you for keeping some beauty in the world.
Yeah, thank you.
Takes one to know one.
Classy woman, you are.
Love you guys.
I love you too. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Hi, honey. How are you? Good. Yes.
The end of that interview turned so erotic so quickly.
Well, Howard brings that out in me.
Well, it was 1 minute it was Twitter, and the next it was peeing and butt licking and.
Well, you know what? What would you rather talk about?
That's true. I am.
Do we really want to talk about Twitter?
No. I was saying to myself, when are they going to get to the butt licking part?
Yeah, exactly.
And you did, and you delivered.
And we always get there when we need to, at just the right moment. Just like in the actual sex act, you always get there at just the right moment.
Exactly, very appropriate. But he loved. I mean, you guys go way back.
Yeah, we do.
You've been to temple together. You've studied the Torah together.
Yeah, the Talmud.
He likes to imagine what you're like in the bedroom. He wants that glimpse. Do you ever, conversely wonder what he's doing in the bedroom, what he's like as a lover?
I can only imagine, because he projects so much of his sexuality, and I know that he's an incredible lover.
Really?
And knowing Beth, I know that she wouldn't accept anything less.
Do you think he's gentle, or do you think he's erotic and perverted? And
I think he's all of the above.
He's versatile.
He's very versatile, which is what we're all looking for.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sandra. Another great appearance.
Honey. Thank you.
Why don't we get back to that game we were playing yesterday, where the
that
staff?
Was great. Yeah, we got one revelation, and you bailed.
Well, no, we actually ran out of time. I didn't
Did
bail.
we?
I want to show you.
Stayed longer.
I want to show you what a man I am by listening to all of the criticism about me. This game was called. Hey, Gary, what page is the game on? Howard page of some kind?
It's called the Harmonizer game.
Okay. Why would we call it that?
Because
they altered everyone's voice.
No. Well, why don't we call it How Annoying is Howard game? All right. Who cares?
That would be a better title.
It would be. All right. So the staff did this in Harmonizer because no one wanted to get in trouble. I assure you, everyone has amnesty.
Everybody's a little pissed off about this because it was told to them by Sal that nobody would be revealed.
Never would they be revealed?
And by the way, it was also told to them by Sal that anything they said when they weren't on mic wouldn't be told, and then he ran in yesterday and said how John Lieberman said horrible things about Lisa.
Well, you know what? Why would anyone listen to Sal?
Exactly.
That's their fault.
Does Sal ever know?
Sal doesn't know anything that's going on, trust me.
So you're up to number 4.
What annoys me most about Howard, I guess, would be when he feels that all back pain is in your head, when it's not.
That's Scott the engineer.
No.
I'm saying that's Scott the Pace.
Yeah, is it?
Fred is correct.
Let me say something to Scott
Can I
and I want to say something to my audience. I don't claim to know everything. I don't know a lot. The biggest reveal, the biggest revelation in my life was a guy named Dr. John Sarno, who is now retired, unfortunately.
Is he? I didn't know that.
I hope the planet never loses this man. I hope he lives to 1,000 years old, because this guy, one day, the world's going to wake up. He's going to be long gone. And he is going to be held up in such high regard. If you do yourself one favor in life, read his books, Healing Back Pain and The Mind-Body Connection. I don't care how annoying I am saying it for your health. I can't tell you what this man has done for me.
Well, I think that you should ignore Scott DePace.
You must understand that Scott DePace knows nothing. He's an unenlightened. Okay.
He's not alone, by the way.
I don't care. I'm telling my audience, listen to me carefully. The medical community is very, very ensconced in the back pain business. It is a multi-billion-dollar business. If everyone approached back pain the way Dr. John Sarno does, you wouldn't need pills, you wouldn't need operations. Now, is some back pain legitimate? All back pain is legitimate. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm telling you the cause. What we think is causing it is something other than what we've been led to believe. Now, look, I don't want to give you a long lecture on things. You know what? I'm tired of lecturing. I'm telling you this because
let them take their pills and have their
you do whatever you want. But it kills me personally when I see, especially a loved one, going in for an operation that I know is totally unnecessary and also risky. And after the operation, you might really have some problems. Scott DePace is not a dumb guy. He's proven that with the IQ test. But he's also not an enlightened guy. I'm not saying...
You think IQ doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't really. Not based on what I can see from Scott.
Good, then you two take the test.
Yeah. No, believe me, I know my IQ's not high, but I'll tell you what. This I do know about. And I am telling you, Scott, please don't come in. I didn't invite you in.
Could I just say one thing?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm doing this for my audience. I don't care. Go get an operation with your back pain or whatever it is you need.
All right.
Honestly, what do you want to say?
All I just want to say is I think there is something to what you're saying.
Okay.
It's just
all right,
not
good,
all.
Good. Okay.
And I have friends who had back surgeries, and now they're better.
And they will get worse. Trust me. You'll see it. It's a placebo, and it's a very good placebo. But the back pain will return.
But do you think all back pain is that?
There are
if
certain
somebody takes
conditions,
a club and hits you in the back, no,
Right.
your back pain is from the club.
There are certain conditions that you would have to be examined by a doctor that would lead to back pain that would be something other than what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's very rare.
So you're saying most, huh?
Yeah, I'm saying 99% of back pain.
The general back pain that nobody can diagnose anything else
Right.
about.
And they tell you it's a slip disc or this or that. Now, look, I don't want to get into a long explanation. That's not what I came here for. My audience isn't here. They're here to laugh. Now, you listen to me about Dr. Sarno, and don't listen to a closed-minded guy.
Yeah, because what they get irritated about is they never, ever investigate.
No. It's just this feeling that they're right.
Right.
Howard, can I tell you something?
I went through an exhaustive investigation of this stuff. Trust me. And if you think I know anything, and believe me, I do know lots of stuff. You saw that magic trick yesterday. Go ahead.
I was playing the game in my office, just listening to it, to make sure everything was right. And somebody walked in when I played that one, and they go, "Fuck, that was my complaint."
Well, first of all, Scott DePace was the original complainer on that. Yes, Neil.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Howard, I just wanted to tell you, about 10 years ago, I took your suggestion, and I read The Mind-Body Prescription by Dr. John Sarno. And I was in a long depression, 25 years worth. And I just wanted to thank you, because reading that book started me on my journey to get out of depression and off the drugs. And his latest book, I think, is called The Divided Mind. I read that one as well.
Fabulous.
But Dr. Sarno is a genius.
Right. Yeah.
And
yes.
that's why Scott DePace can't relate.
And you know what? My biggest sadness, not my biggest sadness, I have many, but one of my sadnesses is that this guy is not being recognized. This guy should be getting the Nobel Prize. That's how important he is to modern medicine.
Oh, I agree.
But they won't give it to him because, believe me, there are too many people against him. And that's all I'm going to say on the topic. You want to take my advice, take it. Or you want to go with Scott DePace back in the cave, go ahead. Yes, Gary.
See, this is where people get mad because they said there would be no repercussions.
There is none. What? He didn't lose his job. I like the guy. But he's dopey. He says
That's
dopey
not
things.
Nice. I am not.
No, you are. You don't know anything about it. You just make opinions.
I just don't believe in conspiracies like that. The whole medical community is somehow out there.
Well, you believe in a lot of conspiracies.
You can believe this one. They don't want to accept it. If you trained 8 years in medical school, and then, if college, then medical school, and then you went and you did internships and everything, and your expertise is in back pain, and suddenly everything you learned was worthless, how would you feel? You've got to protect that. Come on, buddy. Get off my back. I told you I don't want to discuss it. Either you buy into it or you don't.
Corrected.
Good. Who's the next genius in this game?
Number 5.
All right.
The thing that annoys me most about Howard is his hair. I'm very jealous of his hair.
Well, that's that.
That's
Listen,
Scott DePace. No, Scott DePace or Scott the engineer.
Listen, that's actually very lovely. I would be jealous of my hair, too. I'm very lucky. I don't have to dye my hair. Thank God. I don't know that I want to go gray and sit there. It's, so feminine to sit in a beauty parlor and get your hair colored.
You don't have any gray shit going on at all?
I have gray.
I don't see it, though.
Oh, it's here. If you came up close, you'd see it. But I have gray, but not a lot. I'm 58 years old, and I've got colorful hair and pubes. And
I don't want to see it up close.
I'll show you that. I'll show Robin. But look, I'm lucky that way. Who's jealous of my hair?
Scott the engineer.
Yeah, okay.
I'd say Benji.
Well, it's Scott the engineer.
It's Scott the engineer, Fred. When Gary says it, it's...
You asked me and I answered.
Yeah, right. But Fred's still playing.
I'm still playing.
He doesn't believe
Take
it.
that answer back.
No, Gary, it's Benji.
Fred's going to catch on soon. All right, let's play another
I'm a
one.
little slow.
Number 6.
The thing that annoys me most about Howard is that at any given moment when you talk to him, whatever he thinks at that particular moment is correct and right, and there's no other way to do it. He's, of course, changed his mind many times over the years, but whenever you get him at that moment, he is always right.
I'm not sure I understand
Jason.
it.
Oh, when you know something, you know it, and you may change later on.
Right.
But when you will argue anyone down,
Listen.
and they're ridiculous because they don't know it the way you do.
Well, that is true.
Who do you think that was?
Jason.
You're correct.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I thought
because
it was
first of all, Jason is verbose, and he's even verbose in his harmonizer game. But he happens to be right. He's not off base with that. I'll take that and accept it. To paces, I won't, because he doesn't know anything.
Doesn't Jason's apply to what mine was?
No.
No.
You think you're right?
No, because Howard's never wavered on what he thinks. Did you not hear that?
All right, here we go.
The thing that annoys me the most about Howard is his musical taste. I feel like there are a lot of bands out there, great bands, some classic rock, some...
Steve Brandano.
No.
That's Gary.
That he just completely misses the boat on, and they would be fantastic on the show and great interviews.
Oh,
so
Will
I wish
Murray.
Howard had better musical taste.
Oh, Will?
Richard Christie?
No.
Who?
John Hine.
John Hine.
And I think
Better musical taste.
specifically.
What does he mean? Like the White Stripes or
No,
something?
I think he would like to see Rush on this show. You know, Rush is his favorite band.
Rush. Who wants to? You know what?
But I think he means other bands
Who
too.
wants to hear well, let's hear what these bands are. I'll discuss it with him. Listen. First of all, a lot of bands that everyone goes, "Why don't you have Prince on? Why don't you have the?" I go, "He don't
want to be on."
Yeah, they got to want to be on the show.
And
Neil Young, I'd love to have on the show.
I'm still working on it.
Sure. I mean, and who knows? It'll probably be horrible. John, who are you referring to beside Rush? I mean, no one wants to hear a Geddy Lee interview.
I disagree with you.
Okay.
Rush is the big one.
Fine. But Rush is not as popular as you may think.
Rush is more gold albums than I think there are only 2 other bands.
Okay. Geddy Lee, I just don't want to do an interview. Go ahead.
Okay.
Who else?
Steely Dan.
Steely Dan, I'd interview in a minute.
You would?
Absolutely. I'm talking about the 2 guys.
Yeah, Fagen's up here all the time.
That's all
I would
there
interview
is
him.
to Steely Dan.
Well, Fagen and Becker, but yeah.
I don't think. See, here's something you got to understand. It's not about my musical taste. I like a lot of Steely Dan music. I'm thinking of the broader audience. Now, there's a guy sitting by the radio going, "Oh, hey, yeah, Howard, Steely Dan, John Hines, right on." I've worked in radio a long time, and I've seen reams of radio research. The audiences are so fragmented on what everyone thinks their musical taste is sort of right on. It is so fragmented, you'd be shocked. Now, you're fairly new to radio. I brought you into it. But I've been through the mill with radio research and seeing things about music, and it would blow your mind. We all think we're right about music. It is my general impression, based on the research I've seen and also my gut level feeling, that while some people would like to hear from Steely Dan, I think a lot of people wouldn't.
I bet you there are a lot of people you have up here that you wouldn't want.
Absolutely.
Based on your musical taste.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people I interview because I know people like them. So I'm making the best decision. It's not really my musical taste. I would be interested in discussing some stuff with Steely Dan, although I happen to know they're very dry, those 2 guys.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be great to interview.
Yeah.
You wouldn't interview Donald Fagen. If he came up and said he wanted to play, you'd consider it, but you wouldn't interview him.
Yeah, and those guys are uptight about playing. They get the Carly Simon disease. I think they're afraid to play in front of people.
They're better now. Now they play for everyone.
Oh, in other words, they figured out how to play in front of everyone.
Since people stop asking, now they're on the road all the time.
Exactly. Now they got to go out and pay the mortgage. You know, it's funny. You talk about radio and all this stuff. I was thinking about this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing that they just put me in, and
Radio Hall of Fame.
Radio Hall of Fame. I wish it was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I wish there were. Rolling Stone magazine put together the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, It's generally endorsed by everyone. It seems more legitimate. But this so-called Radio Hall of Fame is a joke. I said it yesterday. I was inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame on Saturday, and I didn't show up. And many people in the industry were critical of me. But they don't know the history. They don't know my history. They don't even know how I feel about radio. One guy wrote, Mike Harrison, Howard, radio's been really good to you. It's time for you to stop having everyone kiss your arse and give back to the industry. And I told you yesterday, I'm sorry, Mike, whoever you are. I don't feel that's the way to give back to the industry. I think, as I said yesterday, donating money to a college where, let's say, kids can't get an education because they can't afford one in communications, that's giving back. Or maybe taking a young student and saying to them, hey, do you have any good ideas? And I'll put them on the radio, encouraging a few people. That's giving back. Going to some guy's home in Chicago and celebrating the Radio Hall of Fame with people I never heard of, from a guy who was putting me down for years and humiliating me, attempting to anyway. I didn't let it stop me. This guy was no friend of mine who started the Radio Hall of Fame. In fact, he was trying to exclude me. 20-some-odd years he's been up to this, and he never thought to include me before. I'm sorry. I don't agree that that's giving back to my industry. You know, I think I've done a lot for the industry, but you don't hear me crowing about it. You know, you just won't. I find it abhorrent.
Yeah, but he wanted you to give back to him because it would give him credibility.
And I don't even know who's in the Radio Hall. Is Lee Abrams in the Radio Hall of Fame?
He would have to be.
I'm asking.
Don't know.
Benji, look it up. You seem to have some expertise in looking things up rapidly. How do you do that? What do you Google his name?
Yeah.
Is he in the Radio Hall of Fame? How could you find that out within 3 seconds?
The Radio Hall of Fame and Lee Abrams.
Howard, he is not.
He's not. Now, you see, that's fucking ridiculous. Now, I don't know who nominates these people, but I think it's this guy, Bruce Dumont, who evidently his family's name is Dumont. Dumont was one of the early manufacturers of radios. I don't think this guy had anything to do with it. He's excited that his name is Dumont. That immediately turns me off. Because you didn't even manufacture a radio. Your family did. As far as I can tell, I don't know much about the guy. Maybe I'm missing something here. But before you castigate, is that the right word? Before you castigate me, check into these things, guys, so-called journalists. Lee Abrams was a guy, you know, when I got into radio, it was a lot of free-form stuff, you know. I could go on and play whatever I wanted. And he figured out how to make top 40, to make album rock top 40, the modern-day album rock format. And I remember when I went to Detroit, it was a Lee Abrams station. And I didn't know much about the guy, except that when you get there, the music was all on cards. It was amazing. It was a card catalog system. He figured out that, you know, while DJs might think they know music, that a lot of people sit at home and don't know what the music really is. That they sit at home and they go, I don't like this radio station. There's too many obscure songs. So he figured out how to put the songs on cards. And he made a rotation, and he did research into what people generally like. And he built a big business out of it. But I went to Detroit, and I never really thought about radio, got inspired by it. It was all sort of all these internal feelings. And he was meeting with the staff, and I was the new morning man there. And I happened to walk in the room. For some reason, I wasn't even invited into the meeting. But Lee was giving a speech. And here was this young guy, full of curly hair, full of energy about radio. And within 10 minutes, I was inspired. I remember sitting in the room was Doc of Rock, Doug Podell, a couple other guys, you know, the program director, the sales manager, and he started to talk about radio and what it could be. He started to break down the audience. He said general patterns. He called some people earth dogs. And I knew what he was talking about. These guys who show up with chains to their wallets, they were earth dogs. And he broke down the audience methodically and said, here's who's in your audience. You need to know this. And then he started to talk about music and musical taste and all these new ways of presenting music. ways of even introducing new music to an audience that didn't care about it, that he chopped up the songs sometimes and gave them almost a little commercial of the music. He had all kinds of ideas. He was turned on by radio. And I went, wow, I'm inspired. I can't wait to get on the air and really entertain my audience. Now, these are the guys, the unsung heroes. Not that he's unsung. People in the industry know who he is. But Bruce Dumont doesn't know anything. Who is Bruce Dumont? Nephew of Alan Dumont, the founder of the first commercial TV network. But what fucking right does he have to tell Lee Abrams that he shouldn't be in a Radio Hall of Fame? You know, and some people see Lee Abrams as the enemy. Like, he ruined radio. He didn't ruin it. Try to make it better. He had an
actually,
idea.
that became a big business as a result.
Oh, it sure did. I like Lee. I don't know what Lee... I think Lee's now staring at a wall somewhere going, when am I going to get in the Radio Hall of Fame? I assure you, Lee Abrams isn't sitting around worrying about it. Neither am I. We're doers. We're movers and shakers. We're not sitting there fucking waiting for Bruce Dumont, the nephew of Alan Dumont, to tell me whether or not I'm worthy of being in the Radio Hall of Fame. Now, you want to have a real Radio Hall of Fame, you come to me and you say, Howard, we want to make you the president of the Radio Hall of Fame. We want you to run the whole thing and pick a board of directors who will select 4 people every year who should be in the Radio Hall of Fame. And here's the secret. I would say no. You know why? Because nobody gives a shit. Most radio is boring. It's the same crap. It's the same shit over and over again.
Well, that's what I said. Whenever he would announce the list of inductees, I was like, who are these people?
Robert,
They're not famous.
I'm in radio. I don't know who these people are. I'm a guy who studies this stuff. You know, I mean, I've watched the evolution of this. I mean, come on.
That ruins your whole argument.
Oh. You should smell what that is. It smells like eggs. You'd throw up if you could, Robin. If you were in my space right now, you'd vomit. Like an egg. And after I give such a beautiful, passionate speech, I ruin it by doing that. So, John, my point of view is that it isn't as simple as book, you're trying to do,
Rush.
You book Rush, and that's 70% of your audience is gone because they go, I don't give a fuck about Rush. That's the problem. You follow what I'm saying?
I do.
It's deeper than my musical taste. I'm trying to... I don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm exhausted from it all.
I understand the point you're making.
I'm exhausted from last night. I'm exhausted from this morning. I'm exhausted in general.
You didn't even really go out last night.
I did. It was a lot. It was just, I got a wife. She's trying...
You were out for 45 minutes.
I was out for 45 minutes, and she's like shell-shocked from me. I drained the life out of everyone.
Oh, my God.
It's enough. It's enough of me, Robin. All right, let's get back to this game, whatever this is.
Right.
I did all the hard part of going out, and then I ended up with nothing.
Yeah, the part you went for you didn't get.
Right. All right, let's get back to the what annoys me most about Howard game.
What annoys me about Howard is that he thinks everybody's going to be working at McDonald's or homeless after he retires. And fact is, everybody around here is talented, and I think everybody will be fine.
Richard. Yeah, Richard.
I can hear Richard even through a harmony.
Yeah. Richard.
Kansas cuts through.
Richard, what do you think? I hired you because I didn't think you were talented? I just know what radio is and how difficult it is to get a job.
But Richard lived in a
storage bin.
Storage bin.
Yeah, that was his career. He was in a storage bin.
If you fired him tomorrow, he'd still be better off than the bin.
Right. But if I fired him tomorrow, I believe he would end up back in the bin. I do.
You don't think he could take his talents elsewhere?
Where's he going to go?
He took his talents and they got him to a storage bin.
Yeah. Without me, he went nowhere. Ask Jackie Martling where his talents have led him. What is Jackie doing now, honestly? Okay, here's an example of a guy who's no longer with the show. What happened?
I don't know what he does. He does comedy gigs from time to time.
He looks for that jetty.
Yeah. And he came to me and I gave him a job. Jackie's joke cunt.
And, he'd like that to be a 5-day-a-week job.
Right.
He'd even come back and do this. He's offered.
Grillo.
Well,
what do you? I mean, I don't know.
Grillo's going to be the next entrepreneur.
KC, I don't know. What is he doing now? I think he escorts the strippers to private rooms.
He's full-time crazy.
I mean, what evidence do you have that people leave here and do better?
Has anybody left here and done well?
The only one you can think of is Stuttering John, but he got a job while he was here, and Jay Leno went, but it wasn't paying attention. One of his head writers had this crazy idea to put just Stuttering John on, and Jay got rid of him in under a year. I mean, he kept him on as a writer because he wants to give him a salary because he's embarrassed in front of me to cut John loose, I think.
No, I've spoken to people there that have worked there, and they all agree that...
The only guys who've done well who have left and gotten job offers, while they're here. But as far as people leaving the show, most of them have not done well.
The only guy I can think of that has worked for you and then done really well would be Mark Cronin.
Yeah, but like Mark left. Do you know what I'm saying? Mark left. I'm saying if I leave tomorrow, Richard, I think, is going to be up Schitt's Creek. I mean, I think he could get a job. Like maybe he'll work like in a library or something.
A library?
Why not?
Why would he do that?
What could he do in a library?
The floors get filthy. The people are in there all day. Medicated Pete lives in the library.
He has to now. You see what happened to his house?
Yeah. Hey,
What,
Richard,
Pete's house?
where is it? Yeah, you got flooded out. Hey, it's awful. Richard, where are you going to go? I'm sorry it annoys you. Where is he?
Interesting what annoys each of these people.
Why does that annoy you? Prove me wrong, then.
It doesn't really annoy me. It's just a lot of times you make us all sound like we're retards and
you're fabulous.
worthless, but we work here, and I think everybody around here is talented.
By the way, I'm getting excellent reports on you.
About what?
About his work.
Who from?
Fred.
Oh.
Thank you, Fred.
And
no need to laugh at that, Robin.
Yeah, right. What is he? Fred's insane? All right, I take that back. Right,
fun
Fred's
just keeps
insane,
on
but he knows
continuing.
talent. No, I know you're great. You're terrific, and the stuff you do is funny as hell. That's why you're here. I thought you were funny.
Thank you.
But I don't see a future for you.
What works here doesn't necessarily work in the real world.
Okay, so
right. This is the only place for you.
Maybe you're right. Where else am I going to lick somebody's balls and get paid for it?
It's a unique framework we have here.
But I generalized it. I said everybody around here is very talented. You're always saying nobody, everybody will be up
please.
Creek.
You really think that I think you're going to be a huge success when I retire? Are you crazy?
I'm not saying
I think
am,
you'll probably end up with your own show, and I see a huge future for you. You want me to say that?
No.
You feel better now?
No.
Right, get out of here.
You and Sal will be
lunatic.
crossing streams forever.
Yeah, I think you and Sal are going to go on to be the Franken and I think you'll end up a United States Senator. And Sal will write a book, okay?
You think we'll be teabagging on Good Morning America?
Yeah, I think there's a huge demand for something like that.
Okay.
That's right.
And I wasn't annoyed. They just said find something, so I was thinking of something.
And before Richard worked here, he was living, as Robin said, in a storage facility. And he hadn't gotten laid in 10 years. He didn't even have a shower.
He loved his computer. He was having dates with his computer.
Yeah, I mean...
I was making love to the inside of a napkin roll.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a paper towel roll.
Right,
yeah.
literally. So,
and I'm thankful for what I have here. I appreciate it. Thank you, Howard.
Yeah. No, I love you.
I love you,
I'm not saying
too.
you're not talented.
I know. Just sometimes it seems like...
work extra hard to keep me working. It's what I've told the staff. I said, listen, work extra hard. I'll tell you why. Keep me working because you don't want to find out what life is like without me.
I know. I hope you stay here forever. I love it.
Make it easy for me. So far, it's not so easy. Now get out of here and go.
We're working
go
hard.
Work harder. Whip him, Fred.
That's next. Nah, he's good.
He is good. I know it.
And you have to say that you're getting good reports on Richard and Sal, or one of them will kill themselves.
No, just Richard.
Sal, not so much, but Richard, he's great.
No, Richard and Sal. No, that's it. When you get a report, it's Richard and Sal. Trust me.
Right.
You know that that the whole staff sends me a weekly report on what they do, and they're the only ones I get that says Richard and Sal.
Right.
Like I don't get individial reports.
No, they're one person. They're like a married couple.
I
like
wonder
Siamese
who
twins.
writes it up.
I know that's a funny thing to ask them about. Like who writes the report?
They're like Franken and Davis. I'm telling you.
Maybe they alternate weeks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Sal, I mean, we got a lot of email about Sal's teeth. And, it is so funny to me that the guy who made fun of Gary's teeth all these years now has worse teeth than Gary.
He says that, Howard, these are two things. You're wrong and my teeth are bad.
All I know is when I speak to him, all I see is teeth. Whatever he did to his teeth are ridiculous. He made them way too white. That's
I'm
it.
telling you, when you put up that side by side, it's like there's a spotlight on his teeth.
Yeah, I'm not making it up. Believe me, I don't want to talk to a guy and be distracted by his teeth. I need him to blend into the background.
He says you're exaggerating it, that they're perfect.
Well, didn't you say that too?
I might have.
Yeah, I know you did. All right, let's get back to what. Look at him.
Oh my God!
Look at that side-by-side comparison. Available on howardstern.com, by the way. Let's get back to what annoys me most about Howard, Game.
I'll tell you what annoys me about Howard. If he doesn't know someone, watch their show, or listen to their music, then he doesn't give a fuck.
Steve
fuck
Brandano.
Your Emmys, fuck
No,
your
that's
Grammys.
Will.
Oh, wait.
No, Steve Brandano.
You think?
It is Steve Brandano.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I recognize his
Oh, you
weird
recognized him.
cadence.
Did you slow down some gay song on Coffee House? Oh, then we'll have you in. He gets interested in the piano player from Maroon 5 when he's in the studio, but he doesn't think there's enough to talk about with some of the biggest people in the world.
Dude, go do a radio show. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Someone prove me wrong. They've yet to do it. Leave here and start your show with all your White Stripes interviews. These guys don't get it. They've never actually worked on radio, have they? Aside from here, which is hardly radio. I mean, they got shows at this Sirius. They book people to do shows who've never done radio in their lives, and there's a good reason why they don't. They're horrible at it.
But they're also interviewing all these people Steve's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's flocking to their show.
But nobody cares around here. Nobody sits here and gets worried about ratings. It's a joke.
Well, you don't need ratings here.
Let me tell you, I still think of when I'm on the air here, I still feel like I'm on terrestrial radio. And before I book a guest on terrestrial radio, I was like, shit, is this person going to fly with my audience? I mean, I can't have a disaster. The people who work here don't have that pressure. Steve Brandano thinks it's a party. I could have put Riley Martin on terrestrial radio. You know why? The radio station would close. Here you can do it. It's a niche kind of thing.
I think that in that particular instance he was referring to, and he's a really nice guy. What was that guy that we had on that just probably within the last year? He's like a guitar player.
Yeah.
And he sings, sort of light songs. You heard him on
Coffee House.
Coffee House, and I can't. He's pretty well known.
Yeah.
But I can't remember his name.
Matt Nathanson.
Matt Nathanson.
Right.
So we'd say like, wow, why would you put on Matt Nathanson and not steal?
I enjoyed the song, and I had something, an angle that I could present to the audience. That's why. Steve's never done a radio show. Steve's never gone out to a small station, gotten a job in radio. He doesn't know what it takes. He should be learning from me, never fighting with me.
He's irritated.
Can you imagine he's irritated? He doesn't. When I listen to a kid like that who hasn't done a thing, I laugh. I laugh because when you talk about radio halls of fame, the reason I'm not all choked up about it is radio's been a nightmare for me. It's filled with insecurity. It's filled with going from market to market and getting every fucking asshole's opinion on radio. And then
not just indulging yourself.
And them yelling at you, and general managers, sales managers, everyone just clomping you over the head. But you learn. If you want to have a discussion with me about radio, you've got to have gone through that process. There's no way you can have a discussion with me about what works on the radio unless you've done it.
And the other thing is that once you have an interest in somebody, you can make them interesting to others.
Right. But Steve wouldn't know that. Steve thinks I'm going to get on with who does he think? Steve, who's so fucking interesting that I'm missing out on? You lunatic.
Oh.
You haven't done anything. You have no right to comment.
Well,
you haven't earned it.
I was asked to comment.
Good.
I don't really like. I feel like it's insulting to say their names.
Who do you want me to interview?
Insulting to say whose names?
We turned down the Black Keys.
Right.
Who are fans of yours.
Yes, because
who are like one of the biggest bands
Steve,
in the world right
I don't know much about the Black Keys. I've discussed it with Gary many times. We listened to your suggestion. I've got to be generally jazzed about something.
Understood.
Then I say to you guys, give me some research back on the Black Keys. I put it in your court. I said,
yes.
Teach me something about the Black Keys that my audience is going to care about, so that if there's someone like me who doesn't know about the Black Keys, it's going to make them interesting to my audience.
Right.
And you have failed every single fucking time. Now,
you have not come back with the...
No, of course I've come back with
to go and do some hard work.
That's not fair.
Yes,
that's
it's
not fair because I've done that.
You failed to interest me.
Well, yeah, because
you
you're
have
not
failed
interested
the Black
in
Keys.
it. You're not interested in it
because
that's
your
not
research hasn't been exciting enough.
Well, there might not be enough there for you.
Steve, this is what I suggest for you.
Yeah.
You've got to do me a favor. 2013's coming up.
Yes.
Your New Year's resolution should be, I'm going to make the break from the Howard Stern show. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to get my own show, and I'm going to prove Howard
We
wrong.
do shows on
and
your
I
channels.
want your first guest. Forget my channels; they're irrelevant.
Well, but I'm doing that.
It's not real radio. Did you hear what I just said about satellite radio?
Yeah.
I love Judith Regan. They gave her a show. How many people do you think? Judith don't know anything about radio. She's a great woman. She's a brilliant book publisher. That's what she should be doing. They give every nut job they'll find somebody in the hall here and give them a show. We got a guy put on a Swedish channel. Where in fucking America do you hear a Swedish channel? Because you want to be a goddamn knight? Fuck me. There's a Swedish channel. When you got to make a real living in radio, Night Schmite. You gotta produce, baby. You ask Scott Shannon or Steve Kingston or Tim Sabian if they're going to put on a Swedish channel. Motherfucker. Give me a break. You're not dealing with the real world here. You do a show here, if it's successful or not, it doesn't matter. You're under my protection. You're pitching the equivalent of the Swedish channel.
No, that's not true at all.
Yes.
That's absolutely not true.
Yes.
Your show, AGT, uses the Black Keys like every break.
That's right.
And terrestrial radio plays them all over the place.
Then this is what you need to do.
What?
You need to get a show on terrestrial radio where there's ratings.
Terrestrial radio's dead. Who cares about terrestrial radio?
All right, well.
Or it's dying.
You need to get a show where there's a ratings evaluation. Where you can be tested, put to the test all your theories.
So how about?
And then when you pass the test, you and I will have this discussion.
How about the people that you've passed on in the past?
Keys, I will put them on. Go do your research and find something relatable. Tell me something about the Black Keys I care about. Tell me something.
I can pull up the notes that we've had.
Tell me something right now. You're a fan.
Besides the fact that they're the biggest band in the country.
They're not the biggest band in the country.
They certainly are. And you're in here always going, there's no rock music these days. I got to listen to all this stuff.
Nobody cares about it anymore, Steve. It's a dying industry. People laugh at these fucking kids up on stage now instead of worshiping them.
No one laughs at the Black Keys. Bob Lefsetz doesn't laugh at the Black Keys. He doesn't.
Bob Lefsetz is a bright guy.
Yeah.
And he sees what's happened to rock stars in general.
And if you had the Black Keys on, he'd be like, Howard talked to the Black Keys.
Yes.
It was one of the greatest
moments. It won't be wonderful. You got to give me something to go on. I don't listen to the Black Keys.
Just have them come in and play some songs. You again, like I said in the clip, you have Maroon 5 in here, and you're like, how do you play the piano like that? Because they're very popular. I get that. And I like Matt Nathanson, too. People know the Black Keys. It's crazy.
It's not.
It's crazy that you think people don't know the Black Keys.
The amount of people that know the Black Keys are in your universe. I'm talking about broader research. And it's the Howard Stern show. We've got to go with what interests me.
Okay.
I'm an older man.
And that's what annoys me about you. That's what I get
I'm 58 years old.
Right.
This is your time. You should be out doing the Steve Brandano show, somewhere where you can prove all of this wrong. Get some balls behind you.
We're here.
Do it.
There's Geek Time on Friday. There's John Hines TV show tomorrow.
Geek Time's a joke.
To you.
To Ralph.
It's not a joke to Ralph. It's definitely not a joke to Ralph.
Ralph takes it seriously, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whether Ralph gets it. If Ralph has 2 people listening to that, it doesn't matter.
It's also frustrating when there's people that I'm saying we should have in. You don't care about them, but then like 2 years later, you suddenly care about them, and then they come in here and everybody's like, "Wow, that was great. That was great. Bryan Cranston was great.
If 2 years
Seth
ago,
Rogen was great.
You know why Seth Rogen was great?
Why?
Because I cared about him. I've got to care.
That's what's frustrating because I know that they would be good.
Steve,
some of these people.
I can't watch and be into everything you're into. How old a guy are you?
That's why
How old a guy
but
are
I
you?
don't. And Gary will back me up.
How old are you,
I'm
Steve?
30.
Yeah. You're 30.
I don't come and pitch like Soul Live, people that I'm into. That I only pitch people that I know would be good on the show, like the Black Keys.
Steve, you got to get your own show. You're bursting with so many good ideas. I'm telling you,
I work on other shows here.
Steve,
I know you.
No, you need to go off and do the Steve Brandano show.
The Black Keys need an interview.
No, the Black Keys get interviewed everywhere.
Because Soul Patch and all these bands are so live. I'm telling you, you would be the biggest thing on tour. Remember how David Lee Roth tried to replace me and Adam Carolla and all these other guys and Opie and Anthony? All the Viacom blew it. They should have gotten you.
Listen, I want to be here. I like being here.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You're frustrated.
No, I'm not frustrated.
Right.
I get to do great things on your channels. But you don't have the Black Keys on. That's what annoys me about you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Seriously.
Thank you. No, seriously. Thank you. Thank you for that. It was the most brilliant dissertation I've ever heard.
Howard, are we going to play another clip of somebody with no repercussions?
There are no repercussions.
Oh, please. You've tormented numbers
Steve
4
can
through
be
10.
here as long as he wants. But Steve really does need to go prove his theories.
But you did emasculate him a little bit, don't you think?
No, not at all. I had a discussion with him. I'm trying to teach him.
Richard, by telling Richard that outside of here he's nothing?
Stop it. You know that's true.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why nobody wanted to play this game.
This is the greatest game ever.
Howard, I told people to do it, and nobody did it but me. I was the only one who did it.
Right.
I'm living there alone. Then you said, tell everybody they got to play.
I don't have. There will be no repercussions. There are none. I like Steve. And I like that he stands up for what he believes in. What he believes isn't insane, but he doesn't understand the basics.
Well, what were in his notes? I mean, why didn't he set a fire under
I can talk about this a little bit. Howard, I would say that there's probably no guest that Howard and I have discussed more than the Black Keys.
Really?
Probably. In fact, I've gone as far as to say
Howard. The guys
Howard.
have told me the Black Keys are big fans of the show. I'm not familiar. It doesn't mean they're not good, and it doesn't mean they're not relevant. You know what it is? I don't know much about them. So I said to the guys, hey, I don't know much about the Black Keys. I said, what are their hit songs? So they played them for me. I never heard one. Now, I'm not saying I never heard of them. Doesn't mean that they're not big somewhere. They probably are. But I got to go with what turns me on. There's got to be a connection there. So I say to the guys, I don't know much about the Black Keys. Give me some info on them. Give me a couple of stats on these boys. Like I've interviewed the guy who was married to one of those Simpson girls.
The guys.
Nick Lachey?
No. The other guy.
Good Charlotte.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Wentz. Pete Wentz.
Right.
Now, the reason I interviewed him is I don't know any Pete Wentz music, but he appeals to a younger crowd. He's got gossip. You know, he's in Us Magazine every week when he was married to Simpson, whatever her name was. Not Jessica, the other Simpson. Ashley Simpson,
yeah.
the one who got the nose job. And so there's a bit of, it's a broader discussion than just music. So that's why he's on. It's not because I'm a Pete Wentz fan. I don't know fucking shit about Pete Wentz. But it looked like the dude was living an interesting life, banging this chick and getting himself a name. It's not about the music. Oh, Maron, how do you explain it to these young guys?
But you still haven't told me what was in the notes.
There was nothing that I read that I said to the guys, this is all nice, but it's nothing that I feel...
You couldn't grab onto anything.
That my audience will relate to because I won't be excited about it.
I will tell you that we were really close to getting Howard to say yes to it. Then Will and I dialed it back because we realized that their music is... we like the music and we think people will know it, but we didn't think they were going to be great interviews. Right. And that was going to be...
Yeah,
we don't want to deal with that.
That's all. I got nothing against those guys. I'm thrilled they're fans, and I know they're successful.
They love you.
But a lot of times I don't book someone because I don't think I can make anything out of it.
Well, the one I always talk about was at the height of what was that movie, Dumb and Dumber?
Right.
We kept getting pitched Jeff Daniels. The movie was #1 for like 8 weeks in a row. We kept getting pitched Jeff Daniels, and we kept saying no, and they kept saying why. And I remember you and Robin said, I don't really care.
Yeah, we just didn't care. And it's not that
like
Jeff Daniels...
but...
Right.
Yeah.
We like it. Just because we don't book him doesn't mean we don't like him.
It's not that I dislike Jeff Daniels. It's just you get a vibe that the audience isn't going to be into it. And by the way, that's probably a ridiculous vibe. I don't know what the audience is going to be into. I'm not into it.
And you can't do it if you can't feel it.
Right. That's my thoughts on this. And I'm not upset with Steve for being frustrated by that. I actually understand it. Of course, that would be frustrating to me, too. Because in Steve's mind, he's like, oh, my God, this is fantastic, because he's interested in it.
Yeah, but Steve doesn't understand what a rotten interview does to you.
Right. Oh, I have to live with it for weeks.
Oh, I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go into a major funk, and I don't want to go into a funk. And he hasn't experienced that. And he hasn't experienced getting a ratings book back that dips. It's probably the most debilitating thing on the planet. You know? The guys I can relate to are the guys who have experienced that, who have just lived with that dread their entire lives of a ratings book, something they have no control over. I mean, that's to me and that's why when the Radio Hall of Fame comes calling, I'm like, radio hasn't been exactly the most. Yeah, I've made a great living at it, but it's been filled with just stomach aches and sickness and just fucking complete despair and dread. I mean. And you don't get any loving advice from the people you work for. They want ratings. You don't have them, you're out. And sometimes even if you do have them, you're out because you're too out of your mind.
You take their advice, you're out. You don't take their advice, you're out.
It's just maddening. And so when a guy named Bruce Dumont decides that I don't get into the Radio Hall of Fame for 20-something years, a guy who, as far as I know, has he ever been in radio?
Yes.
What did he do?
Oh God, I have to go back and.
I don't know this
like
gentleman.
all things considered, like PBS.
Oh, NPR.
NPR. Rather.
Yeah, good luck. And NPR is nothing. It's horse shit. To me.
Beyond the Beltway was the show.
Yeah, good.
Whatever that is.
That's a show that doesn't get ratings.
We went online, and that's the only picture. We think that's pretty much the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, there you
which
go.
Is
it's a cafeteria.
Folding chairs and plaques.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, and so, you know, listen, anybody who wants to give me an award, thank you. I'll always take it and accept it, but I'm not going to Chicago to support this guy. I don't know him. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, the Beyond the Beltway show was also on PBS for a while as a TV show.
There you go. Good for him. Well, good.
And from 1987 to 2006, the host of Illinois Lawmakers.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but okay, well, at least he's in radio. Okay, I stand corrected. Right. He has been in radio.
Jason was saying to me, like, he said, Gary, give me some names that you think are slam dunks that should be in the Radio Hall of Fame. So I said, well, probably like a cousin.
Howard Stern, that's it.
Right, but
that's it. Maybe Rush Limbaugh. Or I don't know. I guess he could make an argument for Imus. At least he's been on the radio. And there are a lot of local guys who I don't know.
Do you think like a Scott Muni should be in?
Yeah,
he's
sure.
not.
Yeah, exactly. He should be.
I thought the same
guy
thing.
was an innovator. I mean, he
did it for a long time.
Yeah, he converted a station to free form and stuff. I mean, when I say innovator, I mean he heard it in San Francisco and decided to bring it to New York. But yeah, I guess the guy should be in there. I mean, who knows who should be in the Radio Hall of Fame? Radio is littered with a lot of people who shouldn't be anywhere. They shouldn't even be at a party. But there's some tremendous people in radio. But they're not getting recognized. And it was ludicrous to me. The guy tried to punish me for years. He used me, in essence, by not putting me in. You know? And every year it became Howard Stern got rejected. And who wants that? And now all of a sudden he decided to put me in. And then he knew I wasn't coming. And he put in, we don't know if he'll be here or not. That was to attract more people who think I might show up. You know, I know what the game is. Well, anyway, my ear itches.
What else annoys people?
I don't know, but we do have to take a break. I don't know if this is going well because it makes it seem like I don't like my staff. I do. I enjoy Scott DePace. I enjoy working with Richard and Sal. I like Steve Brandano. And this is causing a lot of bad vibes.
You know what it is?
I'm enjoying it.
You see, here's the thing you don't understand. Here's if I can make one minor complaint.
Sure.
Like, I know you're doing the radio show, but these guys feel bad about it for days afterwards. I don't think they see it.
Is that right?
Yeah, it stays with them.
Well, tell them to get over it. Tell them, welcome to radio.
Like Stephen,
now we're doing something interesting.
Yeah,
Stephen Richard
stays with him. Maybe that's a help.
What do they want from me?
Just to know that you think they're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. It's great. If I knew what you were doing, I would tell you even more.
You haven't gotten any good reports on Steve Brandano from Fred?
Gary.
I don't work with Steve.
Gary works with him, and I don't know why Steve thinks I would know what he's up to.
I know what he's up to.
That's all that counts. You're the executive producer of this show. You decided to hire Steve Brandano.
And I'm very happy with his
You
performance.
came to me and you said, Howard, Steve Brandano is a terrific guy. We shouldn't lose him. And I said, if Gary thinks he's good, then he's good. Steve, I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. To me, you look like you're sitting there on your fucking ass.
That bothers him.
Well, then what am I going to do about it? What should I do?
This is reminding me of a drunk Will Murray. Everybody has the same complaint. Howard doesn't know what the fuck I do.
Right. Should I follow him around and learn what he does?
No, but if you want to ask me one day, I'll sit down.
What does he do? I know what he does. He does research, right?
Well, he answers the phones during the show. He helps Will with research. But
I hear he's terrific at it.
But a lot of what he does is he really is like our utility player. He helps with almost every other show on the channel.
Oh, good. Well, then I appreciate what he does. I appreciate every guy who works here. You know, I thought he was a publicist for the Black Keys. I didn't know that he worked for me. I got an idea. The Black Keys, the Black Keys. Come up with a new idea. No, the Black Keys.
All right, the White Keys.
All right, no. I love the kid. He's good. I like everyone who works here. Now, leave me alone. Should we finish this game?
Yes, I think so.
We'll discuss
we
that.
can't come back to it. The
We got 6 more.
Too
Six
deep.
more. Oh, my God.
We could do it. We could do it tomorrow. We could do it next week.
Oh, my God. All right, well, let me take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Mr. Hines, sir.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry to sneak up on you like that.
It's all right.
About the reaction you were expecting.
I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I know how he feels about music acts that come on the show, and I've said all along that I'd love to have Rush or Steely Dan or bands that I really love on here. Not because I love their music, that's part of it, but also Rush, for example, they give a good interview. They're entertaining. Steely Dan, I've never seen interviews, so I can't say that. But that's the point I was trying to make. And sometimes Howard makes choices with his musical taste that he likes, but I don't really like. So if I had to pick one thing that annoyed me about Howard, it would be that. So I went in there, and after listening to everyone else come out of there, I think I pretty much emerged unscathed. So I'm happy for that. I basically needed to make sure that I came out of there making my point, but not getting into it too much. Because anytime you go in there and fight with Howard, you're going to lose. And I didn't want to lose. I don't like losing.
As you once told me, the house always wins.
The house always wins, Greg Carmel.
Steve-O,
Yeah.
you've been here for a while. Why take the bait like that? I mean, the house always wins. John Hine has been quoted as saying that. And that's
Listen,
very
I
true.
stand by everything that I said. I mean, that's... And I'm happy that you finally asked, or whatever, that there was a thing that we allowed me to say this. It's crazy that we don't have the Black Keys on here.
I agree with you.
It's crazy.
I think they're, as far as mainstream acts go, I think
Well,
they're
then
the
go
best band
leave,
in
Greg.
America.
Then why don't you go leave and go do your own thing, okay?
Because I know that this guy is travel tested and he's a warrior.
I'm not going anywhere.
Right,
I'm not going anywhere.
Right, but why fight the king? The guy obviously knows what works and what doesn't. I agree with you. I think Maroon 5 sucks.
I didn't say Maroon 5 sucks.
I think they do. I think they're talented, but I think their music sucks. I think Train sucks.
Okay. I didn't say any of those bands suck.
At the same time, I'm not taking the bait and going in and telling them who should be on.
Well, we were asked to take the bait, so I participated. And instead of saying I'm jealous of your hair or something lame like that,
that was a very ballsy
I said what it was, and I stick by it.
I mean, she's crazy.
Scott, seriously, his hair. Why couldn't you have got all the years
I'm
and all
jealous
the
of his hair. He's got it. And it's not gray.
Yeah, but
and whatever I have is gray. So
right, but this is the opportunity to really let Howard have it. And after all the years,
why would I let him have it? I've been here for 28 years. Why would I fucking let him have it? What? I mean, really?
Well, because you've been ripped to pieces on many occasions. Why not use this as an opportunity to go back at him and tell him what annoys?
I don't know, but we do have to take a break.
What annoys you about him?
It wasn't. You know.
This is a chance for role reversal, and you went with a very softball-esque comment.
That's my decision. What am I going to say? He's an asshole. The guy that pays me for the last, quarter of a century.
Scott.
Yes.
Why indulge a game like what annoys me about Howard? It seems like bait to me.
No comment. No, you're part of the show. I mean, they want to know what annoys you. I mean, Howard's a grown man. He's not gonna. I didn't feel like, if I said anything, he would hold it against me. He did even come off stronger than I did think he would. But whatever. Well, listen. I take critique around here every day. He can take a little bit.
This is big.
It's an A-list guest.
This
man.
is an A-list guest.
You don't make this gentleman wait.
No.
He's got to come in now.
Hold on.
I've been a big fan of his since the show Alias. You know
Really?
he was on Alias? Did you know that?
No idea.
That's where he's pretty much started on that show.
Did you know he was going to become an A-list star?
No, I didn't. Not even
But I loved him
in
in your mind and in your heart.
I loved him in the show, man.
Hold on, I'm setting my camera to handsome.
Right. Handsome is set in the camera. Whatchamacallit. I never thought that, but he was great in that show. Right? Alias, man. That was your Alias.
Bradley.
Good morning.
Good morning. I never hear Ronnie rave about male guests this way.
Oh, really?
It's rare, yeah. He's going on and on about Alias.
Morning. How are you? Hey, how you doing? Oh, boy.
Right this way, sir. So, Bradley, the new movie is
Nice
Silver Lining Playbook. I know, this never
The
goes well
instinct
with
is to
me.
take you right now.
This never goes.
Smash against the wall.
I'll back off. I feel like our first encounter went well, and then it's been downhill ever since.
When I came with the axe, you mean?
Yeah, I felt bad that day.
Can I go to the restroom?
Yes, sir.
So it seems now, you probably was getting a lot of pussy before. Now that you've been dubbed the sexiest man, it must be insane.
It must be insane.
So, like, okay, we're talking about Zoe Saldana, we're talking about Jennifer Lawrence, and we're talking about Dita Von Teese, but I'm talking about a regular day.
Yeah.
So, like, I would ask him, like, what was your day yesterday? Like, the publicists, the waitresses, the receptionists.
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, like it must be like, how many, like, how...
Is he here, by the way?
Not yet.
He's here.
Is it? Okay.
You think psychologically affects women, that title itself?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I think they go berserk.
Oh, my God, it totally does.
Yeah. I think they go berserk.
People go, oh, I should be with the sexiest man alive. But I'm talking about, like, even like, you know, like you come here and there's a hot chick that greets you when you come to Sirius. There's a chick that takes your picture. I bet you he's getting fucking numbers.
Oh, that's what I mean, and that's the fun kind of girls.
Bradley Cooper is the sexiest man alive. Last year. I don't know about this year.
This year it's Tatum, or Channing Tatum.
Bradley Cooper.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. I don't even know who that is.
I don't either. I don't even know how he got that nomination.
Bradley Cooper should fuck Holly Petraeus, and I'll tell you why. You know, I was just thinking about this. Hey, man. Hey, best looking man in the world. You know, I was thinking you should bang Holly Petraeus, and I'll tell you why. Hey, now. What's happening?
Hey, guys.
You should bang Holly Petraeus.
Holly Petraeus, his wife?
Yeah, because she's feeling so bad about herself. And if
Okay.
Jenny McCarthy said recently, I don't know if you hear.
I did. My mother told me that.
She said, "Oh, right now." She tweeted something like, "I'm in the shower right now. I wish."
It was her birthday.
Yeah, she goes, "I wish Bradley Cooper was in the shower with me."
Oh, that's funny. That's
quite a compliment.
You should take her up on that.
Good morning, Robin.
Hey there.
I picture her as banging like a wild animal.
Petraeus?
No. Petraeus, absolutely.
Absolutely, because I was going to say 100%.
I mean, Holly Petraeus, yeah. I mean, okay, she's past her prime, but so what? What do you care?
I don't give a shit.
We were fantasizing about your life because I still think when somebody names you sexiest man in the world or something, it gets insane. Like, I know when you're a famous actor and you're a good-looking dude, it's pretty wild. I was even telling the guys, when I got single, and I'm a mishkite. You understand Italian, right?
But I don't know what a mishkite is.
Mishkite is an ugly motherfucker. I'm an ugly guy.
That's Italian? No, that's Hebrew.
Oh, right. You're right. I got confused. So anyway, I'm walking around in some furniture store with a decorator. I'm trying to buy a chair.
Right.
And this gorgeous girl's in the store. Beautiful. I spotted her. But I was like, she'd never want me. I'm leaving, and I walk to the elevator. All of a sudden, she comes running up. She goes, "I'm going to give you my phone number, only if you promise you'll call me." And I'm like, "Wow."
How long ago was this?
Oh, this is before I met Beth.
Long time ago.
This is
Before Beth.
But it was so powerful. And I know for you, like, everyone always asks you about, gee, did you fall in love with your co-star and all that? Forget that.
Right.
I'm talking about when you walk around on a daily basis. Like, you probably have a publicist out there. I'm talking about regular girls probably.
Ask Gary.
Is it crazy?
There's nobody out there.
Oh, you came yourself?
Yeah, come on.
No, but I'm saying, though, even when you're just about town, even walking around.
Right.
The amount of women who hit on you.
No, it doesn't happen.
Really?
Does not happen.
Stop
at all.
it.
I swear to God. No.
Wow.
No, it does not happen.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, nope.
Like, I was even watching your movie, and I'm thinking, I would hit on this guy. Yeah, I loved it. Loved it.
Did you like it?
I did. I really did.
It's a good one.
Very romantic.
He's a hell of a director, man. David
yeah.
Russell.
Yeah, I met him at
You
your
said
premiere.
that, yeah, and he actually said nice things at the beginning of the thing.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy until I get bitter. I can be very nice.
I flipped out, dude. When I sat down, they're like, and I thought I saw you when because we were in the front. I was like, oh, there he is. And then I sit down, and I'm like, and I turned to my buddy Dave. I was like, my buddy Dave, my agent, who by the way has listened to you for every day since he was born. And I said, where's Howard? And he goes, he left.
I know.
I said, wait, what?
You were nice to write me. No, I wanted to come out and support you.
No, I messed up.
You didn't.
I should have.
It's me. First of all, I should have stayed for Beth. Beth was dying to see the movie. She got all decked out.
Really? Oh.
She looked great. And, I got thrown by what was going on around me.
But here's the other thing. Premieres are the worst. By the way, I should have said, hey, here's a screening if you guys want to go see it.
No, but she wanted. We liked
She wanted to go out. We have a good time.
But we were able to support you.
I'm crazy about time. I can't stand making people wait. It literally makes me feel sick to my stomach.
I was going to say that.
These premieres, every time you go to them, they don't start for like an hour.
Thank you.
And the people are sitting there in the movie theater waiting for the. I can curse, right?
Yeah.
For the fucking
star.
To show up because their lives are so busy. They just had. It's like, what's the point? I remember when I first started acting, and I went to like a premiere of some movie, and we got there, right? We showed up.
They made you wait.
They go around the block a couple of times. I was like, what? What do you mean go around the block? Do I have better shit to do? Then I'm gonna try to make the premiere. It's so crazy.
Thank you for saying that, because I said to Beth.
Yeah, because you wonder where people are. It was their premiere.
Are their lives that busy that they can't go to the...
Beth says to me, I really want to go to the premiere. I said, it's a school night, honey. She goes, come on, you've had Bradley on your show. We enjoyed his last film. We should go. I said, all right. It was important to her, and I'm really getting into this relationship thing where I can't make it all about me. I said, I'll do it for my wife. As soon as I get there, I go, they're not going to start this fucking movie. I got to be up at 4 a.m. And sure enough, we get there. After I left, you wrote me a note. It was 8 o'clock. The movie still hadn't started.
The movie started at 8:30.
Yeah. I would have killed myself. I want to go to bed by 8:30. I've got to go to bed.
Me too.
Yeah, and I even said to Beth, I bet they're here already. You probably have you sitting in a car somewhere waiting to come.
I never do that. Are you kidding me? Oh no. That ended that first movie.
So what did you do? You sat there too waiting?
No. What I usually do is I'll go at like 6:30.
Right.
And because there's also people across the street. And I remember when I was young, waiting in line to get Tug McGraw, who was the relief pitcher for the Phillies. Waiting 2.5 hours. It means a lot if you want someone to sign an autograph or something.
Right.
Nowadays it's all photographs. No one gives a shit about a signature, really.
Right.
And so I try to go there early, but that night there was this other event, and then you're doing that press line, and then and you're sitting there and you're looking at the clock, and you're like, everybody's sitting in there waiting. It makes me crazy.
I don't blame you, and I go, I don't know why they invite people at 7 o'clock for an 8:30 movie, and we rush to get there because we want to be on time and not miss the movie. And
so you're like that too?
Yeah. It drives me insane.
No, he's on time to everything.
Yeah,
and everything should start on time.
You got to be on time.
I agree, man.
Right?
When I was a kid, I wasn't like that, and I remember being in college, and one teacher, I showed up thing, and he literally schooled me so hard about how you're basically wasting somebody's life,
right?
If you make them wait. And I thought, it's just right. It's true. Like, who the hell am I? I'm going to make you sit and wait.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I feel the same way, and I get to these things and I go crazy.
But it's not cool to be on time. It's a very uncool thing.
Right, but to me, it's the worst.
It's the worst.
I mean, I got a job. I hear these people who can sit there all night, too, that they don't have jobs. How do you get that life? I got work in the morning. But I did. I walked away.
But thank you, and you did, and thank you for even making the effort.
No, but I blew it in a sense. At this premiere.
But if it didn't start till 8:30, Howard,
I did the right thing.
You would have never been able to hold on that long.
And